Matches also cost the Italian Serie A. Salernitana Lazio trying to come you know man team baako. Atalanta Fiema Napoli ebe show me come you know mo team baako pe ye share game na Arsenal 𝐒𝐶𝐂𝐊 𝐶𝐶𝐂𝐊 the two atleti kai edema Napoli the 44th minute. Lookman Ademola Lookman Nigeria niabante ebe take edema Atalanta in the 53rd minute and Sana Elmas baako piece in the 79th minute Napoli ekuremu edi nkunim 2-1 over Atalanta ewo honomono. Then AC Milan also beat Fiorentina by a goal to nil. Theo Hernandez penalty be a better before first half. No, first half now no munya penalty. No card to Atletico Cagliari. Any months are kissing here 1-1 for Sinone and switch Genoa trying to come you know man team back up. So solo echo share Empoli Canai Emma Empoli team Miensa Roma and it Udinese case in an FSA AS Roma ye game national and Mancini to Atletico in the 20th minute Edema Womo Florent Thauvin ever take an Edema Udinese in the 57th minute. Paulo Dybala sorry Edebako count in the 81st minute. Edema Roma and Sana El Shaarawy ebe prapriche kwa Edema Roma wudi nkunim 3-1 over opponent no that is Udinese. Juve any Inter Milan against this 1-1 27th minute and Vlahovic to Atletico Edema Juventus and Sana Lautaro Martinez ebe take in the 33rd minute and one and obukuremu edi wie sa against you know. Italian Serie A say na table no tie ho Inter Milan edi kan 32 points. Juve tosumienu with a 30 points. AC Milan tosumiensa with 26 points. Napoli tosuenai with 24 points. Arsenal Roma tosuenum with a 21 points. In the Spanish La Liga, so games so Deportivo Alaves, Granada, Mekami and Sama, Womuti Mubako, Rayo Vallecano, Barcelona, Prem. So you share game now, say 39th minutes, and Lopez, to Atletico, Edema, Rayo, and Sana, late in the game, Crado, Barcelona, ultimate, and then no, own goal, I call so Lejeune, and I share a own goal, near him, say Robert Lewandowski, and I share Lejeune, and a carbon, the two or no, not name ever. Valencia de Celta Vigo elbow goalless. Hetafe Almeria become you know Emma Womo so etimu back. Abrante Mason Greenwood to Atana Elho Edema Hetafe Mutimi Enya victory Elho against Almeria. Atletico Madrid and Mallorca case 1-0. Abrante Antoine Griezmann in the 64th minute. He scored the only goal for Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. Villarreal and Osasuna the 3-1 in favor of Villarreal. Also said that Sevilla Chomo Kamienu Emma Womutimu Bako Pecades Fiema Real Madrid Rodrigo in the 14th minute or to Atletico Edema Real Madrid 64th minute Rodrigo Sande Bako Kawansana Jude Bellingham in the 74th minute and 3-0 in favor of Madrid. Betis also Las Palmas Echa Omo Ekabakwa almost so entimi Ante now Spain hold say and a table not after 14 matches. Real Madrid already can with 35 points. Girona Tosumienu with 34 points. Atletico Madrid Tosumiensa with 31 points. Barcelona Tosuenai with 31 points. Arsenal Num Real Sociedad. Arguably the most exciting league in the world, that is the English Premier League. Also, Manchester Dojona and of course interesting games and of course over the weekend. Manchester City and Liverpool and the Pim so game no 1-1. Erling Haaland and a 2 at kind and Manchester City in the 27th minute and Sana Brandt Trent Alexander-Arnold take and Liverpool in 80th minute. I know 1-1 watch so be ade abano bako Kofi Sheffield United etna ho Bournemouth betwa mo kam yesa mo timu bako pe Tavernier and a 2 at in the 12th minute Edema Bournemouth and Sana Justin Kluivert and bako piece before half time. That is a Bournemouth LED 2-0. Tavernier na esa de bako ka ho no koye 3 and Sana McBurney take and bako late cry in the game Edema Sheffield but Bournemouth ekurema edidi inkunim ewo ho. Nottingham Forest and Brighton and Hove Albion game no ye shase no and Abrante Anthony Elanga in the 3rd minute or 2 at Edema Nottingham Forest. Evan Ferguson take Kano in the 26th minute mani 1-1 and Sana Joao Pedro Edebako piece mani 2-1 before halftime Edema Brighton and Hove Albion. Pedro na enkasa Sande bako eka penalty in the 58th minute mani koye 3-1 to Brighton and Hove Albion and Sana Morgan Gibbs White take Kano bako Edema Nottingham Forest. Nenso Brighton ekuremo edi nkunim 3-2. Newcastle and Chelsea. At the St. James's Park, it was Newcastle and Chelsea and a Pem so on. We share game now in the 13th minute and Alexander Isak at 2 at the kind of Newcastle. Raheem Sterling on a beautiful free kick by in the 23rd minute. Of Babo so paying na a datrim na no acquire 1-1 to Chelsea in the 23rd minute. Now game no echoes for a second half and Jamal Lascelles and so they had a be Pine na that them Edema Newcastle in the 60th minute. Almost say Chelsea passing and Anna Brandt Thiago Silva. Edebo Koche Joe Linton. Pine na quiet 3-1 to Newcastle in the 65th minute. For Fiantuata, Chelsea Eddie red card in the 73rd minute. A red card that many have described as silly from a captain regimes. Also a yellow card unni sign among seminal. Winya second yellow with the free game in the 73rd minute. Anthony Gordon a proper check Newcastle. I was shared the 4th goal in the 83rd minute and Newcastle Eddie could move over Chelsea by 4-1. Luton also check Crystal Palace trying to come mani team back up Burnley and West Ham Mackenzie and Mohamed Kudus was in action for a West Ham United. Manesu Yeshe game Nasano J. Rodriguez and a 2 Kai Edema Burnley in the 49th minute. Oshe Ebeshe on goal in the 86th minute. Edema a game no 1-1 to a West Ham United and Sana Mohamed Kudus Pejabo ni man at Thomas Sushek and also and a pioneer not to say that Nema West Ham Akoshe Burnley Ekaminu ama womo ati mu back up Brentford any Arsenal case na emu adrese then so Abrante 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 Arsenal signed from Chelsea for £65 million or on a share the all important goal for Arsenal late in the game around the 89th minute and our two Saturday Edema Arsenal obodi in Kodem. Tottenham Hotspur now they've lost I think 4 games on the bounce. This time Aston Villa between Makami Numa or Mutimu Bako. Yeshe game na Senna Giovanni Lo Celso or share beautiful goal in the 22nd minute. Edema Tottenham Honum and Sana Paul Torres Ebetekana Edema Aston Villa before a halftime. Ollie Watkins in the 61st minute Ebeshe go Edema Aston Villa within Kunim 2-1 over Tottenham Hotspurs. It was a good evening or a good night for Manchester United as they visited a Goodison Park. If said, I wish a game in the 3rd minute and Abrante Alejandro Garnacho or Sinidin and Garnacho or she bicycle kick be hopa go there. Yes, so time could do in America. Go F I was so cast F go share the F papa or bicycle kicker being put nipa do na keka say it is the goal of the season already. Not just say omanya goal of the season go near the F in the 3rd minute and I will share sa goal. Marcus Rashford benya penalty in the 56th minute ekadi to atremani 2-0 and Sana Anthony Martial a proper chip crowd Manchester United omudi nkunim 3-0 ewo Goodison Park. Now I share England so say in a table no etie wo Arsenal already kind with 30 points after 13 games. So Manchester City etosumienu with 29 points. Liverpool etosumiensa with 28 points. Aston Villa etosu 9 with 28 points. Tottenham Hotspur etosu enum with 26 points. Ewo honum ti top 5 no ewo England no sa ena eno etie. I know Manchester United din kunimo manager I friend 𝐒𝐿𝐻 eko praise Abrante Bruno Fernandes say Manchester United nya penalty in the second half no Bruno Fernandes the ball no Emma Marcus Rashford say wonye mo na o say ade Bruno Fernandes here no na pan officer Marcus Rashford the confidence eko for mo here goals na the confidence but no na former Manchester United captain Roy Keane the boy anjo so kura say it is absolute rubbish say 𝐒𝐿𝐻 ebe praise Bruno na we enye bibia Rashford nankasa na so she ni goals and yes say obi benya penalty na the man say omo also Manchester United themselves should be embarrassed. Say currently they are sit on the table and it seems they are happy with the sit and they have a long way to go because the likes of Man City, the likes of Arsenal are way better than Manchester United. And Sadia now 𝐒𝐿𝐻 say Bruno so the penalty ma Rashford absolute rubbish. Alejandro Garnacho ne go bia wo share against Everton for Manchester United no ehonsem de bebre buburuja na eno ena akoye debatable ewo hodom pandits no bi te say Chris Sutton munyina ka say Garnacho go a wo share against Everton no that bicycle kick no it is the greatest ever bicycle kicker also wehu also yes Rooney be against Manchester City in 2011 but Garnacho de no technique distance and bibia actually said this is the greatest bicycle kicker or no as Chris Sutton wahu or say it is even better than Cristiano Ronaldo de share for Juventus and Gareth Bale de share against Liverpool no or full say distance no actually say Garnacho overhead kick ne de te say ohun bi kura sada. Yeah, besides what is happening to Tottenham Hotspurs, Omoankasa, Womo, a defender, Eric Dyer, or so Omoankasa, the two of they are in a very terrible situation. By last 4 games, they defeat, and at Womunyasa. Also, starting league in the year, so it means something is not going right, and they need to find out what exactly is wrong with the club. Ana Midibesi, Namama Bejafo Abim. It is 34 minutes after 9. Josiah 𝐿𝐻𝐻 sa esuna nana edu enso waha obeti womunyina enka shortly. Gary Neville also wading into the debate. Gary Neville, former Manchester United captain and legend, and also see Alejandro Garnacho, the overhead kick. It is the best he has also seen as someone who is a football stakeholder. So time on about ball, anytime I will die, our pandit, I coach Ginano, or overhead kick be a better than Garnacho. The also distance no kwano makes it a year incredible. Na nya no kwano kan o se abrante 𝐒𝐈𝐕𝐄 Manchester United akoda wiswa kura o se bo abrante na boy against Everton no. It shows why Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag was not happy when abrante picking up injury in pre-season. O se abrante na actually say he's brilliant and he's in control for his age. Akoda wiswa kura 18 years na ball na wo bone there. If Manchester United are able to manage him well, also believe it's Erik ten Hag is the right manager for Garnacho, because Erik ten Hag ayebida only the on him to take from his time at Ayas in Ano. He's been dealing with kids NT or no. There's no doubt say abrante 𝐒𝐈𝐕𝐄 ninchi frigana na so ne you see a kind edema England under 18 no. Yes abrante no, he will become a star in future. It's Anna Mbibesi. Keep your WhatsApp messages coming. I'll read them for you on 0506 367 196. Good morning, Josiah Okokwe.
Mutala.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yes. Good
morning. Another Monday morning. Yasadi achieve you.
Of course.
You better utridi ampon yankopon ase. Na na pe so mi chia iti fo nyina. Kelvin si otie me. E wo newsroom ho nti me chia Kelvin. Mr. 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 is it an app? Is it as a mom developer app? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah, app developer. Now was the weekend 𝐶𝐶. The weekend was good.
It was full of work as usual.
Say Saturday you seen kono ho.
Yeah, moko so ga kokko.
And drum from ana a boy, you know. Charlie, it was serious.
But some we game now from when they started.
They during the game.
During the game.
I think around 70th minute or no. Now you know wording. Oshana easy crowd. But then we are just hoping that could be the last rainfall before we face Hamatan. Mutala, you've done a lot of stories. And then that's why Monday, you know, we'll have to review all the leagues, major leagues now around Europe. Na anape Mutala, I'll start off from Germany. Now you could see near the ABC or England because more interest be or England. Mutala, you look at the games. Yabo or Germany. As we speak, Bayer Leverkusen are still top of the league. And it's shocking. Say, after 12 games, you expect them to pick up 36 points. Out of that 36, they've picked up 34 points.
They've dropped just 2 points.
Just 2 points. And that came at the Allianz Arena.
Yeah.
I just keep asking myself, say, will Xabi Alonso be at Bayer Leverkusen come next season? Because you look at what he's doing with this team. Mutala, it's scary. What he's doing with this Bayer Leverkusen team is scary. In 12 games now, they've scored a whooping 37 goals. The only team I watch goals be Brescia, Bayern Munich. And Mutala, they've considered only 10 in the league. And that's a huge plus 27 goal advantage for them. You look at the team and you wouldn't see any exceptional players in the team. The team doesn't have any exceptional players, Biasa. But then you can see what the coach is doing with this team. You can clearly see. See, the team are playing to what? His philosophy. It's a well-drilled Xabi Alonso team. with a 3-back system and operating with the fullbacks. And one thing I've come to realize is that the strength of that team lies on Jeremy Frimpong, who plays as a right wing back, and also Grimaldo, who is playing as what? A left wing back. Florian Wirtz and co playing behind Boniface. Mutala, last season we saw how the German Bundesliga ended. Yanshe, this one could also go down to the wire. Because it looks like the only team over to home now currently is Bayern Munich. Now Mumponu they managed to what? To get a draw in that game away from home. So this weekend I was just going through the Bundesliga fixtures and it was a bit shocking for me. Because to be this consistent, yes, we know said the last time a team won the Bundesliga and that team wasn't Bayern Munich, was Borussia Dortmund. But then for a team to be this good, Oshom record of Mukita or Europe this year, after 12 games, they've averaged the most points in the European top 5 leagues. And that's something huge for Xabi Alonso. And no one that said already Bayern Munich for Achomuti said they might want him to come and be their next manager. Real Madrid are also lacking. Mutala, so far, I think say Yembo Nabaso.
Okay.
Xabi Alonso has done a great job with this Leverkusen team. Over the weekend, 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒, there was one huge game that also happened at the Allianz Stadium in Turin. And that game was between two tacticians. Simeone traveling with his team all the way to go and face Max Allegri. And after the game, no, Mutala, I never want to say game the pie. Because we share two teams now. Their leading scorers this season were the players who got them the goals. Dusan Vlahovic scoring for Juventus. And also Lautaro Martinez scoring for Inter Milan. All in the first half.
Yeah.
But then Mutala, Inter are beginning to show their quality. Inter are beginning to prove why they are the team to beat this season in Italy. With the kind of football they are playing now, they are beginning to show why it will be very, very difficult for anyone to take the Scudetto away from them. And so far, may share teams some more quality in depth. You can large squad numbers are Europe. Obieno what me didn't want to Inter Milan.
Almost squad, no, almost 90% of them were gotten on the free transfer. And but their quality on the bench.
Quality, because even Oshe, the kind of substitutions in the second half, bringing in Carlos Augusto, Juan Cuadrado,
Christian Augusto, national team,
your friend, Christian Aslani, David Fratesi, and Marco Arnautovic. And Oshe team now, it looks like every position they have about 2-3 players who can play.
Yeah. They have about 2 players for every position. Every position. And it's even shocking, say, the likes of Marco Arnautovic and Alexis Sanchez are only playing as what? Fringe players. Yeah.
When there is an injury up front.
3 of their players were not there. Benjamin Pavard and Upra.
Pavard wasn't around.
Alexis Sanchez
wasn't also around.
Alessandro Bastoni.
Now, Osho injury list now. You can just understand. Yeah. But then, Mutala, look at Inter Milan bench now. They have David Klaassen. They have Rafael Di Gennaro and the 5 players I mentioned. So some of the players were even missing due to what? To injury.
Since they are signed by Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, boy, no.
Yeah. Stefano Sensi.
Yeah. At a point, it was Inter Milan's best
player. So you can see the quality they have over there. And it's not surprising, say, as we speak, they are top of the league. Because to go away to Juventus and Obekaya within that 9 years now, Juventus for dominating. See, one of the teams that now Timmy Juventus was Inter Milan. They just knew how to beat them, especially both Milan clubs now. So you look at the game they went to the Allianz Stadium to play. And now they managed to get a draw over there. I just think, say, Mutala, this season, like I said, even before the season started, I'm looking at this Inter Milan team, and I feel Mutala, they'll be the team to beat.
David Klaassen, you don't know why I asked no.
David Klaassen, boy, I see Oko Germany.
Yeah, and Erik ten Hag, he was one of their best players.
David Klaassen, on the ball, Everton. And so yeah. So they have Osho team now. When it comes to quality, and Sony team, see, they lose players every season, but they are able to what? To replace those players. Every season they lose players, but then they are able to what? To replace those players. I think I was saying, Ocean near course or Hona. Barcelona are beginning to hand the title over to Real Madrid with the kind of performances they are putting up away from home. I feel like someone say here they might let this title slip, and Real Madrid will just walk away with the title easily. Because there are games Mutala, you don't tip Barca to what? To drop points in. And this Rayo game was one of the games I was expecting them to win. They've not been so convincing away from home. It's understandable. But then especially when you know, say, Madrid are going to play Cadiz away from home. These are the games you should be winning. And sometimes, you see, I feel I need to side with the Barcelona fans. When sometimes they say Xavi, sometimes it's the reason why they don't win games like this. Due to the way our all rotating players now. And Osha draw no munya and Kasi Mutala, it was a hard fought draw for them. They could have dropped all points in that game. It was a hard fought draw for them. Say baby omodano Mutala because now yes, because now Madrid have opened up a 4-point gap. Ahead of them.
Yeah.
They've lost the Clasico already at home. They'll have to travel and go and play at what? The Bernabeu. So it's beginning to get, dangerous for Barcelona. The way they are playing away from home. They need to be very, very careful. Mutala.
Yeah.
This morning when I woke up, and I pay me sorry, I was watching some of the highlights in Europe. And Mutala, one thing I said to myself is currently, since I'm a free agent, if there is a team I want to support now in Europe, I don't think you can guess the team.
Unless you tell me.
If there is a team I want to support in Europe, Mutala, it is Manchester United.
Over the weekend.
Say no. Me see team bi wo ho me person me supporting Europe. Mutala, Manchester. Because they have been the team over the best team, or they were the best team this weekend. Mutala. And I'll tell you why after that Fulham win. Obe Kaisa go no win for Fulham no.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes go. Mekacha was see that is one of the wins that could turn everything around for Manchester United, and gradually we are seeing it. Gradually we are getting to see that. Mekacha will say that win no munya of Fulham no. But sometimes no, any coach in the winning game no. But when the players put up a fight, when the players play and they know they see we can win this game at all costs. Mutala, that is what you need from them, the response you need. And over the weekend, Mutala, they are my team for this weekend. And for this week, I'm a United supporter.
Do you think 𝐒𝐈𝐕𝐄 brought something different to the side?
Mutala, I was gradually...
Because Nansoma struggled to control...
You see, when I watched the guy, the coach even took him off, I think, in the 71st minute. Right after the 70th minute. In film. But Mutala, Osha maturity boy in a day bobo na. See, the level of composure boy in a day bobo na. Mutala, you come to understand why the coach got really, really worried when a guy got hurt in preseason. Guy ni proud preseason. What say na ye Ten Hag ya. And this has been the position this season. You can count the number of players at United at the player war in the absence of Casemiro.
They thought Amrabat was going to save them, but
you see, Amrabat, he will have to pick up because even a 2 year deal, Ten Hag Mima Amrabat Ekobo left back.
Yeah. He's been able to fill in at different positions.
It means that the guy is still struggling to what? To hold that position. And usher that position now. Mutala, for the top clubs in Europe, that position means a lot. If you want your team to be one of the best teams, that's one of the positions you prioritize all the time. I was just looking at the guy. That's why I was just not me sharing the reels no, and I was like, wow. At 18 years, playing like this, Mutala, the guy should only stay fit, and he'll be a regular for Manchester United. Oh, no, Mutala, ball na guy ne born. The way are not all spray passes or parking so. The way are not he was even resistant to the Everton press. Every single time Everton will try pressing to win the ball, the guy is able to just evade it. Mutala, that is the player that can change a team.
And one thing I saw, Misha game, I haven't seen it from McTominay, I haven't seen it from Amrabat, I haven't seen it apart from Casemiro, any Bruno. He was calling for the ball.
No, like, the confidence alone. We show the positioning in between the lines, in between Everton, 4 players, one person. See, he was the reason why United had control and dominance in midfield.
He was calling for the ball.
Whoa,
I've seen players hiding.
Boy, no was that role alone. Omabo Christian Eriksen this season.
Mason Mount,
McTominay, Mason Mount, all the players have played in that role, and they still haven't found the answers to all the questions from that particular role. The United have really struggled in that position.
Yes, he's one of the reasons why Onana Timmy passable. He was able to pass.
You see why sometimes it's a make say when the Erik Ten Hag was bringing in Onana, I always question that decision. But maybe Ten Hag is now also trying to justify it. Because when you have ball playing midfielders, sometimes they can say, quality but there are players who are resistant to press.
Because from where I'm sitting, I didn't understand why a coach will be wailing over an 18-year-old.
It is the quality he brings to the side. If you are good enough, you are old enough.
No, be antiasier.
And I want the guy, and the guy's maturity alone in midfield is a low shape. This guy, he's of Ghanaian descent. But trust me, ball for United, no. Mutala, I don't think he will even come close to playing for the Black Stars. If he should continue like this for England, Mutala, I don't see the guy even coming close to the Black Stars. And as a gradually, Ten Hag team, it's shaping up. Always, I tell you something, Mutala, sometimes football is not about tactics. It's about having the players who want to fight for you. So after that win at Fulham, after United recorded that win, the next day I told you something. Make us see that is the win they need.
It was an ugly win.
It was an ugly win, and sometimes you need those ugly wins, and then the sparking momentum. That is what gets you going. Those ugly wins now one washing, but we never. That's the kind of wins you need.
So, do you agree with some pundits like 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒? I say Manchester United season, a media now man looking that terrible.
No. It was worse. Mutala, let's be honest. And your media
no, also currently
nobody's
talking about them.
Because
and it's like they are enjoying maybe a more.
And that has been the downfall of Spurs, and that has been the
when everybody was talking about them.
When everyone was praising them. Now, since they fell in that 4-1 loss to Chelsea, they've not been able to rise again.
Yeah, so on the last 4 games,
because they lost at Wolves, and look at the circumstances under which they lost.
Okay, they lost at
Villa.
Chelsea.
Yes, they lost to Chelsea at home. Yes,
and they lost at
went to the Molineux and they lost to Wolves, and they stayed at home again and lost to Villa.
And this weekend they are playing Man City at Etihad.
You see, and yes, United season was worse. This is the first time in the league United actually more than we're winning by more than 1 goal margin.
And this is the first time they've had total control.
And this is the first time it was by a goal margin. This is the first time we're more than, and we're winning again by more than a goal. So maybe sometimes it's how you what you treat all what the media is saying. Because Mutala, any media way so this United season would have been it would have been worse than we are seeing it. It was very, very bad. It was so bad. But you see, after that win, I felt like no, the players want to prove something to the coach. And it's good that Ten Hag is gradually learning his lessons. So
you also think that Meno has cemented the position?
Mutala Devi, with what he played. You see, I'm sure when Casemiro comes back, because the guy is enjoying the deep line role ball in the game against Everton.
Yeah.
And that's how he wants to play. He's someone who grows confident when he gets more of the ball. And that's how football is. The more who ball, the more ball neighbor. Because this is a player who hasn't played since preseason. No. Since the book of preseason, no. More ball.
So play against Real Madrid. That was
yes, and you see, Ten Hag's decision to include two players who were just coming back from injury, 𝐒𝐿_𝐻𝐒 and 𝐶𝐈𝐕𝐄, and the kind of game like they should continue like this. Both players will be on the plane to the Euros.
I always say 𝐒𝐻𝐻e is the best left back.
And he's going to the Euros. 𝐒𝐻𝐻e coming back is going to the Euros with England, and he's going to start. He's going to the Euros, and there's nothing anyone can say about that.
But England more left back apart from 𝐒𝐻𝐻e.
Chilwell.
Ben Chilwell is injured.
America said no, but it's the right time for 𝐒𝐻𝐻e to come back.
Yeah.
Because they say in the baby he's going straight to the Euros. Mutala 𝐶𝐈𝐕𝐄, that's the name, and that is the guy United have also movement.
You see, he's giving vibes of Pogba.
See, you see, to have that confidence and to make the ball so simple. And Russia ball no ball. But I say boy na ball na chama. But he was playing at the top level. This is a Premier League game he was playing. But Usha confidence or they ball what football na sa grow na no heading. Odi or park so. And look at the way for the first time in a long time, Bruno Fernandes was so free up front. Bruno Fernandes why free. Look at the likes of Martial anyway, Rashford more. That is the presence you need in midfield. And there are certain coaches, so many players to say 𝐶𝐈𝐕𝐄. Mutala, what the roles of what assigned my boy when wrong. You see, and the game is also teaching Ten Hag something. He is now beginning to understand his own system. He says, see, United didn't bring him in to come and win like the way he won at what? Ajax. But they brought him in to what? To win games. The way he has to what? Win them. So it's not about the Ajax system. Premier League football is teaching Ten Hag something new. Because for you to buy Mason Mount, for you to bring in Casemiro, for you to bring in Amrabat, for you to bring in all these players, Christian Eriksen, but then at the end of the day, you settle for an 18-year-old to hold the fort for you. You can see the coach is learning something. And it's about the balance United played with yesterday.
There was balance in the team.
There was balance in the team. Because he's trying to start here. No. Until now, about Mount, Casemiro, no.
Does Anthony give United balance more than Rashford on the right?
You see, one thing with Anthony, they say, one thing we need to know. They say, you see, I'm struggling to find a guy's strength. I'm not being overly critical, but I'm struggling, Anthony. I'm struggling to find his strength.
Is clear.
What's his strength?
He passes the ball back. Send your original the knife first 1-2.
No, I pass here, Bechi.
And that's
strength.
No, that's what he's been doing because he doesn't take players.
Mutala, go and watch the goal Greenwood scored over the weekend.
Michelle.
When we born a Greenwood share.
Yeah, and that is missing.
And be sure say every United fan, assess our goal no.
Of course.
Every single United fan will be as be a goal no.
United and Casa website no. Also more loan watch.
Yeah.
They always report about it.
You see, and that is strength. And then Anthony, that's why I never rate the guy. Yeah, people will go back to the Ajax. They see, when Ajax were dominating that league, no, but any player who was in that team had suitors.
Was seen as a top player.
I'm telling you, every player. Not say Van de Beek by. He was from that team.
Minimum.
Almost all the players who make it our Champions League semi-final now, especially young team, they had shooters and they moved. Nicolas Tagliafico, they've all moved.
They've not been the same again.
Everyone has moved. So sometimes when you are somewhere you are dominating a league, it doesn't make you that good. Go and watch Greenwood. Greenwood in Getafe colors. then come back and compare him to Anthony, and you see the difference. Mutala, Garnacho. And already United fans are pushing. Omuye PR, you see Puskás award, no, he needs to win it.
Do you think Ten Hag's resistance has been justified as to how he kept playing Garnacho, even though first half on Timishegu Obama, he's more of an impact substitute.
Yeah.
But as I Ten Hag this season has told him, say you are going to play.
Mutala, you see, coaching Ejuman Erding. Coaching Ejuman is very, very difficult. And sometimes we feel for these coaches, especially when you are trying something and it's not working.
Yeah.
And then when they won against Fulham, I watched Pelistri, and a ball no ball, you know. Sir, resilience be no show, and the winning ball, Bruno share. And I said to myself, say, see, these are the kids you need to be playing. The kids who are hungry to what? To make it.
At a point, Hannibal was showing more hunger than.
So everybody maybe not starting Hannibal. Them 2 games they know about Hannibal
and
because
the senior players were not happy.
But then Oshebo come menu boy, go a Garnacho share. If you are Rashford, you need to start working hard because Garnacho has made the headlines with the goal he scored. Waka.
Left.
What do you have far?
Waka.
So you as a Rashford, no, who last year, say 30 goals. But this is a new year. This is a new season. Now Oshe goal no share now. See, it was a spectacular goal. And no share no.
Is it the best overhead kick you've seen? Because
I've seen that.
A lot of people are saying it's the best.
Okay, Zlatan, you know.
No, Zlatan, they among classify no as who say it was a friendly game. And they don't classify it as an overhead.
Rivaldo mun share you.
Rivaldo sheba could be pan.
Rivaldo
box nature.
Rivaldo mun share you. Overhead kicks, but you see, when Rooney also scored, and he's also won the best goal of the Premier League. Premier League 20 awards.
That was
2011.
Against City.
Against City.
And it was assisted by a Portuguese.
Nani. Yeah, it was Nani. Yes. When we say Mutala, sometimes it's difficult because Obekai, the game, Mkhitaryan, Eshe scorpion kick no.
Yeah.
That week na Jude.
Eshe another.
And so sometimes you see weighing these goals no heading. But then trust me, baby, Adalo two cross ne share. Ekoye. Now Oshe, Sina Garnacho had to improvise and take his steps. You know, see, it was a perfect goal. And Pickford, there was nothing. Everton players go on because you can't fault anyone for that goal.
Sky Sports focused on an Everton fan. Oba. Wow. Like everybody was in
no one. I was trying to see the XG of the goal and was 0.07.
That is the XG of
XG of the goal because it's so difficult for anyone to hit the ball from that angle. Any position, no, because Oshe Dalo cross now. Ordinarily, it shouldn't even have been met by anyone. Okay. Baby, I'm not crossing the corner. But the guy Oshe no so that Okwe Chikaka or done anyone and snowball ball now. Well, you see, when you are trying to, if you're a co-commentator, Mutala, honestly, and that goal was scored, and you are trying to be spontaneous, you might struggle describing the goal. I didn't watch the unless you watch it over and over.
It was against the law of physics.
I'm telling you sometimes struggle to find the word. And already, see, this goal will win the goal of the month. It will be a goal of the season contender. It has already booked its place when it comes to the Puskás goals. No.
So unless someone scores a better.
But you see, the season is young.
The season is young.
The season is young. Then you'll be wondering, say, hey, sometimes it happens. We've seen goals. But I want to say, in recent times, that's the average goals. And I Puskás no.
Of course.
The guys are Salah goal no share against Everton. I Puskás. Everyone was asking, say, now say go radio be to be. So maybe if it could stay relevant for a long time, but then Mutala, the guy has cemented his position. Finally, on Roy Keane, I don't know if sometimes he's been paid to just spew these things. No, but Mutala, let's
no, Roy is critical of Ten Hag ever since. Mamicho, Roy Keane has said it. Why any pimping? He's critical of Ten Hag. Or say the way Ten Hag treated Cristiano Ronaldo. No, or say Ronaldo is Shegos Krana and can say Ten Hag manable.
With the Ronaldo issue, I support Ten Hag totally.
No, that is why.
Yes, because insubordination there, you can't disgrace your manager.
No, but Roy Keane has made it known, say, or say the kind of player Ronaldo is bigger than Ten Hag.
If Ronaldo is bigger than Ten Hag, Ten Hag is the man in charge of the team. So Ronaldo pays to send Ten Hag. Ten Hag is the man to manage Ronaldo.
But he feels that Ronaldo is Ronaldo. He should be playing.
But you see the hypocrisy. If it was Ferguson, would he have said that?
Oh no, he can't say.
He can't say that. We saw now Ronaldo starts to be able to be the actual Ferguson. No, on to me. So with the Ronaldo Ten Hag issue, I support Ten Hag. You see, I've also been critical, of Ten Hag ever since he came.
Yeah.
Due to the way another person was saying in Tentem, it doesn't work that way in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And since he's been sober. He's been calm. Okay. He's learning. Since Osha, United have what? 24 points. Arsenal were 30, 6 points. Mutala, no one would have thought Osha born United able this season. No one would have thought say after 12-13 games they will be this close.
They've struggled against the big sides, but in Colano, other 14 clubs.
So that should tell you the state of the league. Say everyone is struggling.
Yeah.
But because it is United, they have a different way of saying it. If City are just 5 points ahead of United after beating Manchester, almost 3 points, then you should know that the league, almost every team is struggling now. But now it's about how consistent they can be in the league.
And United is ahead of Newcastle.
And because even put those teams aside, it's the top team now. They are set.
Yeah.
The top teams are ahead of them. I think it's Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and Spurs.
Yeah.
Villa are also there, 28 points. So now all they have to, and you see the good thing they say, big games, they played Arsenal.
Sure? They played Arsenal.
They played City. They played Spurs.
They played City. They played Spurs.
They played Brighton.
Aka Liverpool and Chelsea.
Newcastle, right?
No, Newcastle born this weekend.
Yes. So they now play a tougher test again. But then if I look at the team spirit now, that is what United have been lacking all this while. The spirits, no, but the bubble, no, that team spirit, no, and it looks like gradually everyone, Mutala, is beginning to understand what they have to do.
Why are you waxing lyrical of United this morning?
Baby, may catch us and see. I saw what they did, and I said for this week I'm a United fan.
You've lambasted them for
yes, and I may catch us say, per water. You see, Mutala, this world is just two things: you live and you learn. And Ten Hag is proving, say he's still a student of the game. Baby, and I'm happy for him.
Okay.
Because the Premier League is demanding. One Angie Postecoglou. You can see where he's going now. One baby 3 games without a win. He's lost James Maddison.
He's lost Van der Ven. I think that is more crucial than Maddison.
That is more crucial. And you see sometimes you don't see these things coming. So but
Bentancur prior over the weekend.
How many people have even tipped Liverpool to be one of the favorites to win the league?
Yeah, but they are in there.
But look at where they are. They stopped City from breaking that record. They stopped City. How many teams can go to Liverpool, Etihad, and put up such a performance?
1-1.
It's only Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I said it here last Friday. Said they are a bad coach out me club. Pep Guardiola. Then it's club.
It's Georgian club, clearly.
He knows how to stop them with the heavy metal football. He doesn't care. You go hard, and that was what we saw. And that's why the fact that the only thing that game missed, Mutala, was more goals. Beside the goals, it had everything. And that fixture arguably has been the best fixture in England in the past 6 years.
Liverpool, Man City.
No, she intensity, national quality, no. Okay, yeah, no more ball. Season number 2-2, no. Home and away, number 2-2, no.
Okay.
And everyone spoke about the fixture. Say, this is arguably the best. About intensity, quality, everything.
But in terms of the
crowd, audience, yes.
The audience, yeah. I don't know.
Yes.
For some time, it's still Liverpool, Man United.
Man United. But then, quality
of football now.
Quality of football. Game BR and bang. Friday, I said it here that Chelsea should be careful. I've always been behind them when they are playing the big games.
Yeah.
But I said it, and you see, the Chelsea fans didn't understand why I was saying that. This is a Newcastle team at this season. Mutala, big teams are waboning now. PSG, Manchester United, Man City in all competitions too. So this is a team that has character. So I want them to be very, very careful.
And at St. James's Park, they can beat
any team in this world. Newcastle playing at home can beat any team in this world. And they go battered 4-1. Now here's our grow. Isaac is back.
Yeah.
And you see, that was the good news for them. Because Ushom injury list now, to have Isak back was great news, especially after Callum Wilson-Hiding, April. Chelsea will have to be, they'll have to be patient. They'll have to start picking the pieces again and try to work something out, because it looks like there's pressure mounting on them. After that 4-4 draw now ball against City, Mutala, it looks like they got ahead of themselves. But they need to stay grounded. At least they need to know that this is what we are doing. We are building. I think Nkuku was rumored say Waba. It was rumored say Nkuku Waba, but then he wasn't given a start.
No, was started
training. Training. He started training.
Yeah. And Mutala, on Romeo Lavia,
I think
almost say rehabilitation.
I think they should expect this guy to come and form a good partnership with Nicholas Jackson.
And who goes to the bench? I wanna that question in now.
Sterling is beginning to pick up at the right time.
I don't know. Omoka said Sterling has picked
up. But Nkuku coming back to the team will change the formation.
What do you now, Omoka? Almost say Sterling has picked up at the right time. He's now their best player. Cole Palmer seemed to have cemented the position on the.
Makacha was that guy. See, he's still not convinced anymore.
What do you say? He's still not convinced, but he's convinced the Chelsea supporters.
No. They say, I don't know what they've seen.
No, one right now, Nanedu, you agree? One of the first names on the list for Chelsea would always be Cole Palmer.
And America say he's still not. He's still not.
The only person I mean who's an 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐂𝐊 if
Nicholas Jackson
and then Nicholas Jackson could be Gallagher.
No, you can't say Gallagher is the engine in the team.
And also, I mean, who said because
he's the engine. Team no who shit team here. Who said Gallagher is the man who links the midfield and the attack.
What if I say Romeo Lavia? Where does Romeo Lavia fit in?
And maybe they'll try and slot him in like a bit, like bit by bit.
No. Fanny say all things being equal. Where does Romeo Lavia fit in?
Some double pivot. Enzo and Caicedo. Enzo no be bench no because you can't play the three of them.
Romeo Lavia was bought for like 60 million.
It doesn't matter. He wasn't bought. Two midfielders, no. Caicedo and Enzo were bought at even a higher price than Romeo
Lavia. Some of the players Chelsea signed, you could see say it was out of
desperation.
Okay, Liverpool Cotono.
Because they were trying to if I don't want to make you stronger, then let me just bring you in. Because if we profile players now, ideally a midfield trio of Enzo, Caicedo, and Lavia would be perfect.
Yeah.
But then Omunya say offset diagram now they all have a bit of what the other has.
Of course, they are like
so
like.
Yes.
Apart from Caicedo, a real force.
Yes. It's Gallagher and the self flexibility in the boom. And he's a bit creative. Gallagher is creative, more creative than the rest.
And it brings a lot of energy.
Up front. And to be Romy, he covers a lot of distance. That's why it wouldn't be ideal to play Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo. No. But then putting Gallagher in front of them. But then if shooting Nkuku come,
Alan Shearer there, he has been blunt. Or say Nicholas Jackson in your natural goal scorer, Nkuku Ba, he should start.
But we've seen the numbers.
Or say
you can't tell me Makawa. You can't tell me say Osimhen is a natural goal scorer and Nicholas Jackson is not.
I will say Alan Shearer said
because if I should put this is a guy who scored double figures for Villarreal last season.
Yeah, about 11 goals or so.
He scored double figures for them. So what I said. So Obienu Ayew will not a natural. These boys have to go through a lot to develop. When Harry Kane came, they have to develop. So what I say, Haaland had the opportunity at Dortmund when no one was fighting with him for the position.
Yeah.
And the end of Dortmund pressure, and it's a Chelsea pressure. So at 22 years, when you are leading the lines for Chelsea, it's a different ball game altogether. So you can't. The guy is scoring. If I goes Washero, he scored 5. He's their top scorer this season. So sometimes I just don't know why they sound so hypocritical. But then Mutala, see this Chelsea team with Nkuku coming back. Yes, maybe he might struggle to find a place for him. But then Nkuku's presence again will change everything for them. That's what I'm seeing. Because Osha says, yeah, Sterling is gradually beginning to convince the coach. Says he wants to go to the Euros. With performance will put you up. But then you have to do more. Mutala.
Okay. Josiah Okokwee out in Cowden and we see what keep the messages coming. I'll read them for you. 0506 367 196. Nana what for you Kusi Hot FM. Also Otie pa Otie show no. Otie monitor proceedings hodom and Tikusiano pay chiao. It's still max 89.7 FM 14 minutes after 10. Josiah the Nedie Aqua Kugu Nana du Yankwe.
Star.
Hey, me wonderful this week will Arsenal pull ni mo Ramsdale. No pusa, oda pull mo pusa.
And
Yeah, starting game no koche go. I don't know ama nkofo aka say the reason why Raya didn't play was because a loan. Until they went to Mambo against former club. And Ramsdale nya opportunity. First few minutes now koye mistake be the ball chair. And yet declare a clear free line so. And the Bumuka say akwa pressure na fa no. Sometimes it's not because OG heroes now.
But after that,
after that he settled well.
Maybe can't catch us say the difference between Raya and Ramsdale. They say Raya need calm in the post. Na o distribute ball no better than Ramsdale. But media ubi Samia between no mienu me coach na me fa ba kuntupo no ma I will go for Ramsdale.
You go for Ramsdale.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Me Ryan no unconvincing me enough. What situation no? Unconvincing me nka for a bad goalkeeper. Me ne Arsenal supporters be breeding kobo. Blackgate is one of them. Oscar Maulu Nowate is one of them. Mr. Jonatanga, Jody Johnny, by this time he's one of them. Omunian are convincing me the reason why I say Raya da ahead of Ramsdale. But Mutala, Raya and da Brentford game na Arsenal e consider.
Sir.
Yeah.
As a Raya and Ramsdale issue, no, it divides opinion among the Arsenal faithful.
Yes. And then na man forward you be say, na hu hia say Ateta be committing a in situation like this.
She given.
Yeah.
So kind
yeah.
Former Man City Newcastle.
Yeah.
Or say Ateta and Ekasa ne top problem by.
Yeah.
Or say there was no problem. Ateta ne top problem ne by.
Who say reason about Obekase Ryan made them in the Ramsdale nenso. What situation no? Yeah, who situation from Joe Hart to is it Bravo?
Bravo. Yeah, Bravo.
And sana Idasen eba be dem.
Yeah.
You can see the gap neso
between the three of them.
Yes. Yeah, who situation under Ateta? Ben Lino, Ramsdale, Raya. Lino, I will understand. No, do that level now. Arsenal be your best okay kakono. No best for months no kakra. But Ramsdale there, na many Ateta yan adwene. Especially when on one by coaches now a say okay, what that league. Now what that cup matches, which include Carabao, FA Cup, Champions League. When you decide that Champions League ni there, one goalkeeper never that. May you sure say Ramsdale decide they say or coach team be on loan and that team be fan permanently there. Adie man be doing sadie no hu no sadie no.
But do you think he needs a loan move now? Because he will need back up.
Menya ntia say Wolves no.
Yeah.
In the general transfer.
And you Wolves I say about 3 teams at the proposal already say January Umbra loan.
So there's a time so near Ateta tenase. Adie da menim ni. Me pesa me ka ho. What I say anyway djuma bia mu. Who ye djuma bia na wunya offer the best na say wo ye. Say wonye wadwin say wu jaya. The aba wonim no do ko kire wo mpanim for say na aba. Menko. And I'll be assure me. It's normal. And I'm Mutala
yeah.
It's normal. So we hear me dear me pan me. Oh, but so o me say so dear ma menko. Sanate. Intimate me say Ramsdale situation no. The month of December. Oni Ateta ntenase. Me ball or die against Brentford. Say Raya start with them next weekend.
Definitely he will be back.
Ohona na say Ramsdale consider say. The obey bia enso na name. But don't forget to say then Tina David Raya. Bayern Munich was looking for his service. Arsenal omo pese omusika sambe koso na we face a lot of things. Fair play, no money ade. And as you can take him on loan for 3 million. with option to buy for 27.
And there's an assurance be a cost no.
Next so be come on cash say the what was the situation, you know?
And because for me, it wasn't going to be difficult because of their nationality.
And then one language, and then number 2.
Spain ni boss.
Spain.
I catch a Spanish goalkeeper say me here.
But again, 10 pound yes, angle no. What minute Brentford? What convention no? Boy, I rejected all the offers.
Bayern Munich,
including Bayern Munich.
Inter Milan.
And decided, sir, me go 4 times in those teams for my team to get money, for myself to get good money. But rather than me call loan. Mutala, Obi can send to Wasuma. Obi just has me to.
Derby.
Jai mass media. Me found to media house. But many gamma 3 months. But yeah. But after 3 months, remember 2 years offer. Then the best show more about my just say 3 months me come back to my deliver more 2 years. It means so many what you come say situation na wa hanti bra 3 months way after 3 months remember 2 years. Bibia ko wasu. What was the situation no?
Of course. O be making move be media ya obi to be free baby ko baby say we the how akọ the e form but kase bi akoso no.
Me say ade bi na so obi ka na won na nya adwene a ade ko na wo different opinion than the person but that means that you all can onwene ho
na oka
we take it to consideration adwene ho akọ bibia komaso convince me wo tire sia kasa kwa fine obetuma tire wadwene say na nka beboa
oye ni say ya
nkeye bi otini ja ho no
no nim say na ye hihye
the only they irritate them you can never know them than the two of them
me wale say una e bia una oni oba
doja na wo experience
me ni oba antintimi ni bi oka
doja na wo experience
how dey me ni oba antintimi ni
doja wo experience for you be say dey oba tin te and the payment trying to call you or any day onya call your oba pe ni tone ni bi asesa
we're for a discussion and I say look out.
What was the situation?
Ramsdale be far will be yere will be nanim na yere Ramsdale asama ka de kofo bi yere
what was the situation? So Mutala me de en komo bi akoso baby no won say akwade hu say da bi obedi hene na ma de decide say let me come here
yeah
nti yenya na ontra na Arsenal na ye head we a Ramsdale situation be si akọ Mutala me ba England kakra
okay
but one opportunity am monitor na 17 World Cup na kakra
me hwe Brazil ni Argentina no na the way Argentina for na say Brazil no me hwe wo ma Brazilian football sorry
Mutala tournament e koso
yeah
in fact
some do semi final
me the manishema 4 teams na ewrem wo semi final no emu miensa and now all of them question mark bi ani ho per tournament am ahwe no Mali, France, Argentina, na Germany, any Spain dey na ne more den. Until that penalty, Germany did win here. Almost say Spain by 1-0.
Also, about Mali, di na my di Tiano. I'm not surprised. No, they are dominating youth football. You see, Mali and Senegal, a band under 17, under 20. For some time now, they are the brightest sports in Africa.
That's educator academy. They produce players.
When it comes to their youth level, no, they're North Africans, usually Egypt, Nancy na Morocco,
Morocco didn't have a football.
I know they're West Africa, Mali, Senegal.
Honor kaya ho den wo.
Nay, honor ni ho den wo pa.
Honor kaya ho den wo.
Yeah.
Enti media should be was a 1-17, 1-20 extra go pay. Your future senior team no anyhow. No wonder in the amount for Tepemali as one of the teams are. Over to my idea in the next AFCON, you could qualify for the next World Cup. Because a progression. And it's one of the teams to watch your more. And Morocco and Mali Asia quarter final. Na Mali win here. So in day Mali ni France airborne the semi final. Na Argentina and Germany is also. I tip Mali Argentina in the final.
Mali Argentina in the final.
That is what I'm tipping.
Time as I games in the Bekoso.
Unse future China kon the semi final.
Extra na semi final.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, started. And I'm tipping Mali to beat France. A difficult game.
Very difficult.
Very, very difficult.
The France team no strong.
Strong team.
Yeah.
Strong team. And Mali team no so young guys, but they score a lot of goals. So France probably so we Mali fima amu eduma. But Argentina there, met me the last point I thought to say umbe Germany film.
Argentina.
Yes. Unless it's a complete sentence. But one thing I say, Germany for tactically we are strong. The ball to what's in the man. Very difficult because Spain before Spain a cup. But they were able to hold Spain for the first 45 minutes. Omunya penalty no but Spain the pressure see almost so but eventually one on the other point. In the semi-final way dear. What win your opportunity and share and a 17 World Cup.
This is your time.
Go and watch quality football. Mutala. Now, who that ball now boys in bar? No one will say countries be that Oh, Mutala.
Countries be that That is our future is bright.
Yeah.
Because of their youth system now more handled the world.
Absolutely. Sure. Me France wow. They will still dominate in the next 10 years. Because the system now is working in France to bring talent, you know. And soon can Mudala, for initial France team that they World Cup in 2018. About half of that squad any hobby. But still in there, World Cup. Who you top 5? What the France top 5 guy what?
Top 3.
Top 3. What the France best account? What the to an national with you? Okay, that 2018 squad no.
Make I pan.
Who go always so ni hobby?
Derby.
Benjamin Pavard is here 50-50.
Samuel Mtiti.
Mtiti ni hobby.
Varane
ni hobby. N'Golo Kante ni ho.
Paul Pogba.
Pogba ni ho. Blaise Matuidi ni ho. I doubt Giroud will go the next World Cup.
No. It will be very difficult.
Inti Odie, some players first 11 as I'm making you.
Yeah.
So it means there is no Hugo Lloris. There is Pavard 50-50.
Yeah.
There is no Mtiti. There is no Varane. That is 4. That in defense I call Lucas Hernandez.
Yeah.
Or no Kwame Tio Yaji.
Yeah.
There is no N'Golo Kante 5. There is no Pogba 6. There is no Blaise Matuidi 7. Olivier Giroud I doubt 8. So in the space of 8 years, you know, Team Nigeria World Cup, no, about 70% anyhow. Don't forget, say, you know, Yabda and those players, no more free bench about second half. Okay, no more free bench about second half.
Yeah.
Okay, so I World Cup, no, this former Sevilla for any Roma for midfield. Stephen Nzonzi, no more free bench about second half.
10 no midfield.
Okay, so I play, no.
Yeah.
And these are all players over free in the space of 8 years over free national team. But what's your replacement? In their central defense, Upamecano, William Saliba, Kunate. That is the name on paper now. But go and watch the under 20, no, any under 17. You can see another set of players. So, free. That is France. Marcos Thuram, and Duba was the next World Cup, the key players of the car was active Nigeria World Cup. No, Becca Mbappe, Becca Griezmann, maybe Lucas Hernandez. Ebia no kwa ebia. So it means at the back which is actually difficult when it comes to youth level. And they say what the key players need free move. Now in between that period, no, who so we year also get the same kind of result. Now, French national team coach was spending about 10 years or maybe.
Yeah. Didier Deschamps.
And no no about 50% of progression. And no okay. And no so me share 4 teams to my qualifier me who France. Me who Argentina. Last World Cup one a day. Argentina. Now me who Mali. Now me who Germany. I am surprised. The only thing I have here Africans they say. Baby, I free nonty. Your players need to be what junior levels are now. Abrafo no etutum. What situation no? So eventually, most of our players not spread it. Then be a mechanic. The reason why in the European teams in the age World Cup in recent times, they say because of fiscal congestion in the Europe and then the traveling system. And my Africa and South America, your dominance when it comes to world football and so Brazil. That is why South American team in the and this is first. In most Argentina squad way, under 20 years, the best players will leave and come to Europe. But first, nobody from South America back World Cup senior one. The key players go back job within the World Cup no. Not the one now, but in that team behind popular and now South America.
Estudiantes ne River
Plate. Almost a player be PM.
Yeah, they be omunya player about could free over.
By this time no, player no back pass it to under 20 near under 17 no. Never catching the eye of the scout away Europe.
No quite that.
They be a catcher as a Mutala. Kwesi bonia de bi o de be share so bia no papa no yifri mu. De be boa pa no o yifri mu. Broni bia ade bi o de bre non European country bia no papa no yisi nchen.
O ma onya papa no.
Dabi na ontumi ne ma yepe. Never. Patu trim. O ma won ne ma yepe da. So obe make sure say obe touch on the plots bia and bring the best out of that country no. So that is why in the year 2017 there's a team from Africa. There's a team from South America. There's a team from Europe. But after 5-7 years, the European teams will not continue dominating. That is how European people know I'm running on Manyama. Indeed, you heard that we are 17 basic pass wako.
Okay.
But I just some few minutes. Africa can create my Europe to
well, CAF Champions League no.
Yes.
Okay, no me dey share.
Yeah, look out. Okay,
yeah. Yeah, Ghana Premier League na near the nigga na Afra.
Team ba could be what form wo Europe. Obi o ma me ni call home first. Josiah. We also see that. Now amo kwa away akobo Champions League against Benfica. And investors as usual were discussing it. Now because Benfica they go home there. He's likely to get a good result. Now the year I say we also see that will form beer. They can go there and surprise people. Come win the game no. Okay.
Me kai pa.
De 𝐾𝐂𝐿 wana.
Oh, say sports dey. Say ejuma ni ti me kai pa.
Ebubu apre.
Oh, there be say.
There is one Nigerian striker bi am ko fa defeat League 2 by
Sadiq.
Uman Sadiq. Okay? Me who know the last AFCON, not time second half.
Yeah.
On started every moment. Because of the kind of strikers in Nigeria I work. That AFCON in Henacho Bona never started. If you are this time round, Osimhen ne Boniface be started and still. And the crown they are still young guys, you are still on Bojano. Into Oba Nigeria can do a combo on free bench scramble. But Mutala, go and watch the kind of goal of shed this weekend.
Man, who go no pa?
Ah, Jai. Charlie. Now come from back crown from me. Sa strikers way, but come make PM free ha.
Nigeria is a pool of strikers now.
You can mention more than 5. When they go to any African country, they will start. You can mention about 5. When they go to any other African country, apart from Nigeria, they may start. And Umar Sadiq no, bibia we here one number 9 will be ano obi. Sure. Sadi na mi to Osimhen nya no onya bi. Ba imagine say 9 nimpo mu. Na board na ga so nimbo si Osimhen. Ba Osimhen explode. Lili Metropo Napoli. Wade go kineni aba na ho. But go and watch that Uman Sadiq no. For Real Sociedad. Kwame first almost says Sevilla by 2-1. Guy in the performance is key for Real Sociedad. And over the Spanish La Liga, teams from where they like to watch. Baku Sociedad, Baku Girona. And I'm not surprised. I'm winning result of Munye. Into what better opportunity after Champions League midweek? No, go and watch that boy. And I suppose my member Sociedad for Nabaso. Against Sevilla at this stage, scoring 2 goals in the first half, winning the game by 2-1, and the brilliant goal from Umar Sadiq. My member Nabaso for the result of Mufasa Omoyede. Omunyaye. Madrid ne Barca they mean chado ho because Barca draw against Vallecano na nyam because we check it in their last 5 games against them. Almost said a good result against them. Almost struggle pa and Mutala nim say Opiama raising as to why Abdulmumin Amba Blaster come the last time. When you raising no.
Maybe to say yes you pull it out.
Yes, meaning say on one a phrase say excuse no from the national from the team for the meantime. But Mutala say na Nicolas Opokumo and Kasim Adams no be there. The Football Association need to move to Spain and speak to him. Super performance. He's one of the reasons why Barca went to win the game no, against them. Obeka before the international break, Omani Madrid draw be.
Yeah.
And then almost as soon the Barcelona about draw. And who a central defender who is from Ghana. When you call up before. He has been around the national team before. Playing for a team like this. Masa. You know playing him Afcon. And we also Vallecano for they are playing good football. The end of the story about some of these teams, they say, for how long nobody make keep his form way, especially in the second round.
And only answer.
And then I be some question. But I first say, a month when you cause our teams and getting the performance of Monday when it comes to European matches. No. Leverkusen. For how long? It's still the question. Unse Mutala, are they back come realize when it comes to European matches in the say? So we need strong and a large squad numbers our own. Who kita form will be? Na international break be twema. E difficult to be kwaba. Na what make be sa form na. But the Bakus in the end there, it looks like enye kwakwa the job you.
Enye fluke be.
No. A man for instead for money show. The destroyer key players enko pride in the second round because you know you rush second one anymore. The Europa League no intensity because you are meeting big teams. Who stands so competing for the Bundesliga? I hope that we slow more, but born on more one they see another more Bundesliga no mudia. I don't see any team stopping them. First half against Bremen. No my Yejuma. There was no need for the second half. Leverkusen and Xabi Alonso. So before say, team na mature, Aben, and Mario Sota Yepe, and people need to watch out. But Bayern, when you say Bayern, team back almost struggle and saying against them back with Cologne.
Cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder a year one goal per the baby.
But Bayern had opportunities.
Me see a lot of chance. Who's that man can't say me say? Look at that form. We need a international break bar. Yeah, they're difficult to make it the same form. So the most important thing was the 3 points, and it's an away game. So yeah, more about the result of Mufasa here then. Omunyaye.
Sure.
The year 2023. One of the teams to watch under their coach, Unai Emery. Mutala. Imagine him say, "Sa coach is not making us our teams and go to an." Is the reason why at this time that the Premier League no, ain't yet clear as to who is winning it. When that's what I say, per baller na Andy Postecoglou elbow. O Messi asking me at this stage. And Aston Villa will come from a goal down to win the game by 2-1. It's because of Unai Emery.
Tactician.
Very good coach. Oba Arsenal first no call you Villarreal was abano. Wa question the Premier League na nyama bia be boa no man or the enya results.
But only says our match no. Minim so nya akwanya hwe bia. It could have ended 4-0 to Tottenham in the first half.
First half na pressure was Aston Villa so.
Ebedane
Yeah. And Paul Torres, Konsa, Kamara, Douglas Luiz in the midfield. Teams are considered to be more Aston Villa. Mutala, advantage from Douglas Luiz no. Or any other team in the Premier League you start. Including Man City.
He's a very good player.
Including Man City.
Man City one more.
Oh.
Man City one good.
Mutala, na Man City weekend one here.
Onya bi more.
Oba what do you go ni akanji o mefiru ho.
But that's obi aye fit akanji more.
Mutala. Don't underrate Douglas Luiz.
Oh, masa.
Mo wa say, you call Brazil national team no. Na Andre, then Bruno Guimaraes and Ebo.
Of course, Bruno Guimaraes will always start. He's a better player than Douglas Luiz.
Oh, so Douglas Luiz more defensive.
Maybe I don't say Douglas Luiz the chain here, the technical ability.
But meaning the reason why boy we any starting place all the Brazilian national team.
Oh, you be more.
Oh, they be a cut him elbow. Oh, that's them they be a cut him. Over so boy about Arsenal. About Man City and combo. And our boy be Newcastle, yeah. But a super player in the Aston Villa team. Now you're Fred, Augusto, or to bench. And some of these players to come and play. But my DM said, Aston Villa a good team. The Musa Diaby, Oli Watkins. And you more year with team no more. My member United me abaso. Who's on Nwagahano? Or per platform to prove a point to a lot of people. And so our platform will be now Aston Villa. No wonder results ni kwa ye at the moment where Man City, Erling Haaland, 50 goals in 48 games. So the number of goals in the Premier League, and also the number of matches. To back a Friday major game, no, make I say because of Erling Haaland, City will score. They are not pan when you know. But there was a good comeback for Liverpool. More than no friend in the army a title contender.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
I say noise in Shada and North when they are riding on that. It's been Arsenal City. But Liverpool are in the mix. As will be
almost same feel.
Yeah.
Almost a teho. Now the Premier League table now. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, 5 points.
5 points.
Into 2 wins, plan the Wabasha.
Yeah.
That's a Ghana dear. And I put say, City don't maybe. But Liverpool team no about good. In the lunchtime, I'm to bring a draw in that game and not see them. I'm happy for Eddie Howe. A win against Chelsea at this time. A super result. Going to that game, now for force Chelsea can do something. Because of a more recent result against the big teams. But eventually, no, and time Newcastle 4 trouble and eventually, no, I'm picking the win. The last one, hey Arsenal, me kind of year game. Me catch you say, once a Liverpool, and this is we are Arsenal. Live say a win for them will take them to the top of the Premier League. They will win. And to me, we say Brentford coach no okay. Said the game could have gone either way. But because Emma the best assist in the game. And what a time for 𝐾𝐈𝐕𝐄 to score the important goal. But that's why they go when Quanticano and
Sir.
Or one person or such an important goal.
At 65 million. Oh, I said Brentford goes to Attica. They expect more from 𝐾𝐈𝐕𝐄 than just scoring against Brentford. That's how against Brentford, yeah. Just like the circumstances in which he scored the goal are very important.
No one here we know.
Yeah, no one here.
Especially when not to start as a first half go beyond.
But people will not judge him by this goal. It will be more than that. They expect a lot from 𝐾𝐂𝐕𝐄 too.
But Mutala.
Yeah.
Unse so obi ambo sika no mode to Declan Rice na so bi o.
Debbie.
He covered a lot of space on the field of play for Arsenal. Ultimate ball no. Now you don't need a number 8. Now you number 10. Because me from first level no. About Declan Rice, not about Martin Odegaard.
Do you know that his goal line clearance no?
Yeah.
Was more important than goal that 𝐾𝐂𝐕𝐄.
Absolutely. Sabo na to atinema.
Okay, no.
Go game na the way see akọ, but go either way.
Yeah.
But why did they start the game? So Tomiyasu operated from the right, Zinchenko from the left. There was no Thomas Partey. Jorginho didn't start. El Nini Ambo. 𝐿𝐀𝐂𝐊 came from the bench. So it looks like finding a way be a all result to open. And I remember Astra team number so.
Yeah.
Also called that now on the top of the Premier League.
How long would that last?
And the problem no. I mean, show my next games from Bob on that. And you're bad. Almost some games who win in the next 3 games. Now Aston Villa can Luton can but their next game no go home. That is one thing for them.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like after Lens Champions League they will play home again. And I feel say our players so nya fully fit in what team no. Let me who say na Carragher can't send me. Say Adeba ya Arsenal strong card amount for nhwe ho ne say they have a consistent central defensive pair. Gabriel and Saliba. He's not talking about their quality. On board.
Okay, consistency.
Because Liverpool there now. So Van Dijk ne ba. Obia to be pen.
Yeah.
This weekend it was Matip.
He's the spine of that back four.
What situation no? Come Man City here. And there is no John Stones. In the Aya Kanji. Or 𝐾𝐂𝐊𝐒. Obama you are consistency in the hole. What situation no?
Yeah.
But if you say William Saliba and Gabriel no, are consistent enough, and it's one of their strongest cars. Unless the injury situation be especially on Saliba. So, me tell na me sure Arsenal team na me who say that thing is crucial. Among conscious we. And when you know some lose Premier League last season, no. I remember this time round, no mature in a massive point. And I thought say, my member my baso, and the result ne kwam fa so munyaye.
Okay.
Na do that can be menu na sem. Mutala Yakubu to be condemn match bia no me replace Thomas Partey.
Oh, conjure magic sessing. So Ombra Ghana. No, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Heading.
Well, time I was signing a professional contract, Nipa na no ne wo ho no. Say the papa o say Nipa ne say the dream of the boy and the dream of a wobo family ebusuano menu ebusuano is to see him become a legend for England.
Mutala we go atem no.
Oh, Mingu, you said the papa na sem no kan. Say 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐿 Williams kwa kache say he doesn't feel Ghanaian. He feels more Spanish. But the way 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐿 Williams is playing for, also now he feels Ghanaian. So
but Obi was started with Man U there.
At age 18.
At 18. Oh, the one man who 2 years. One man from 18 to 20. Obi England team. It looks like up.
Na say Kopama area England team no na say. So no, Kopama is young. Who say no on shape Premier League or Chelsea ana or Kopama. Kopama he's been able to enter the England national team. And the likes of Rashford, but they entered when they were young. 19 years.
And boy and the ball no bono. And Adeba among for a referee say despite England what quality players ni ano. Positions are lucky. A defensive midfielder the 6 and 8 no. Oh dear, we Declan Rice and maybe a 𝐾𝐂𝐕𝐄 free Demon about him you England.
Declan Rice, 𝐾𝐂𝐕𝐄.
We no see demon about him. Because Henderson no free season.
No Henderson on count.
Or out.
Na say Henderson.
Joe Boss are 2 players free. What demon pan about him you?
Defensive midfield role.
That's that role no. That is why boy and the chances near high. Aside Ghana, no, the chances for England are high. and Dawson. England was squad. Right back, left back, I'm going to position. We say more can left back for.
That's it. Right back. Yeah, that's so Fred Calvin Phillips said Chelsea position. No,
so
we pay you.
Clear example, one man. Right back, any problem. Even right back, every team can ball left back, but money.
Of course.
Ball left back, money. Central defense, no problem. Attacker midfield, Madison, Bellingham, one of those boys, no problem. Strikers, no problem. The problem is who's one of them replacing the Clan Rice, like Calvin Phillips. That is what could be many chances near high. Oh, England. And it looks like our man better. You are not likely to get him. And born man, you need it. Ha! I late. Now we'll be sat in Kuku or Bar the Cosing. The best cars, 𝐒𝐀𝐂𝐊. Or in Kuku as a force 9 for Jackson to go to the bench. And me no likely.
𝐒𝐂𝐊
Or Jackson.
Baby, I no tea.
Or Jackson.
But only says baby, I no tea. One of the first names that will be on the list for Chelsea all the time will be 𝐒𝐂𝐊.
My Jackson, because of what offer in the game, the free kicks, the penalties, the corners,
and they do not have, apart from only Noni Madueke, when they left footed that operating from that side.
My Jackson, Intermakers and it's between Noni Jackson because Sterling there.
No, say Sterling is
one of the experienced guys.
Yeah, he's experienced and he's also doing
in the midfield throw no. Lavia and the man will competition that and what the on for the new share. It would be a pity. What must start ever doing pen so way. Lavia should look at next season.
Lavia
as a typical starter. Because I don't see him touching 𝐾𝐂𝐻, Enzo, and Caicedo. This triple or better to what they say. And 𝐾𝐂𝐻 no cover a lot of space. Kobasa. And it looks like it got to a time in their game be about 2. Or benching that if or benching Caicedo, not but 𝐾𝐂𝐻 Enzo.
No, 𝐾𝐂𝐻 is a typical Pochettino player.
Yeah.
Because Pochettino no issue Dembele.
Yeah, for that we would lie no.
Musa Dembele for that. Or Probia or what energy or midfield where he can cover a lot of space. So Pochettino played that those type of. So that is why when he went to PSG, very
when Lavia is fully fit, the first option Caicedo, 𝐾𝐂𝐻 and Enzo still. And Lavia na competition. That is good for that. But in Kunku or a typical starter. So it's between Nicola Jackson and 𝐒𝐂𝐊. It would be a meeting. 𝐒𝐂𝐊 will upper hand. So but that should be likely to be Nicola Jackson. But Nicola Jackson so not on it in Kukuno. It was some good partnership. Mutala Yakubu. Oh, in the preseason, they had a good partnership. So I'm just looking at how these two players are fully fit. They can compete hard in this Chelsea team and command a position in the team. And Magian said, "Yeah, ko ye nim no." And I never come sure and say, Jackson never go after. Ebia Satan no because go try no ho aba no. Na bia oba na bia in book will take place no. One face aside no.
Obeko afcon na ba.
In
1 month na dey oh yeah.
Ebia hot na be dey ama no.
Yeah. Obeko afcon 1 month. Or barely 4 weeks to be at Chelsea. No call afcon. Yeah.
Senegal so be call him.
Yeah.
So be more than 1 month.
I feel that my nti Okoda he should praise Obeko na Nkuku be but don't mean she goals. Nkuku started so she goals there. It will be difficult for him to enter. Okay, Nanedu. Me da se o de o de akwakogu. Tony Bebley about the predictor no every games e wo ho ne. Tony e de ne wo.
Mutala. Saturday amanfo die ni nyina boy. English Premier League. Predictions amede to o se na do hu ye ni nyina boy. Championship matches ni nyina boy. Enti mo amoya manfra no misre mo a. Munja Germany ni nyina boy. Me wanna menya messages. But Mutala momo nka ho. Amanfo say name say predictor. We are really grateful. But we be muso the CAF Champions League man. Na sama ma CAF Champions League and they do head and on the kofra. Ana odds no obi be so nya 100 and something odds. Enti Mr. Moa say English Premier League Saturday na no Premier League. Say a championship selection na no selection no. Say a German Bundesliga na wotwa eno separate na wodi kakra gu so abrantie no SNA me ne your friend
na ye pesika kutu bi ekudi kase
no so no
greediness in the queen ba pedi o kan na ye follow idi a o kan say na ye nkwa
people Italian obenya too matches we dey for kakra to
absolutely
and because isika wine brown wonya na wodi wadwan fa wonya de enti Daniel
bread o brown
say o match
ade bia o du sika sem bia na enye keke
o
we ase ye ni bibia fe ne keke ebi amutala wahu bi da we ase ye ni bibia fe ne keke ade kuna o mu se wan mbre ho no obi lusu so we are saying in life there is nothing keke who are they fe ne keke bibia no fe ne keke
okay tinanedu no de na asema to join into predictors no yenhwe ne yemfa investors no yenhwe in the match ba ko bi so our England Premier League no EPL Fulham any over over 1.5 Yeko Spain Girona any Atletico Bilbao over 1.5 Italian Serie A Verona any Lecce under 3.5 They say Italian Serie A Bologna any Torino under 3.5 Spain Segunda Sporting Gijón only Eldense 1x France League 2 Angers any Cayenne under 3.5 Mame mbobo so biom na investors nya abotre na omontro 27th Monday predictions no enuni Oko England Fulham any Wolves over 1.5 Oko Spain Primera Liga over 1.5 Italy Serie A Verona any Lecce under 3.5 Bologna any Torino under 3.5 Spain Segunda Sporting Gijón on Eldense 1x Oko French League 2 France League 2 Angers any Cayenne under 3.5 Mutala ene no ana predictor ade tujwa enti mo ampese mo follow na munya more odds number win no www.max.com.gh eho ene ebe kuchiri na ye de nyina egu ho na investors mo de investment kakra chem na wenya 1000 bi na wo de atu bottom no Mutala over to you
boat driver bia da no farm wo East Legon ho John o say ya to boase na o ya no or driving till was sending messages here boat driver
your friend say
John
o de later me de number be ma na me hu say so wo to boat dia and also ketwa na de go but www.max.com.gh yadini nyina begu Mutala.
Okay, Tony Beble me das make kind messages now for the try on bra. We say good morning my lovely sports pundits. I am Tio from Tema Community 1 side 14. Please Mutala, during the weekend Kotoko and Man United made my day. I really like the Kotoko comeback and Newcastle disciplined the noise makers. Woto. They really did good. We see you played Everton and you call your team the best team in Europe. Next game, Galatasaray and Newcastle. Let's see how you're gonna praise 𝐒𝐕𝐄 with this fixtures. Nanedu, you still remain the best analyst at IMAX. The second incoming at Tapuku as Sumpa. I am Martin texting from East Legon. We say good morning. Very happy Arsenal got the win yesterday. We the Ghanaians are still cooking and glued on top. Greetings to 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 Mana, aka Popcan, the one and only Yango driver in town. Onga from Medina. Thank you, Onga. We say good morning, Mutala, from Joe of Ankobaria. Mutala, please, with all due respect, you spend more time on this foreign sports too much compared to Nana Dakwa. We say good morning, Max FM. 𝐒𝐈𝐕𝐄 is one of the greatest lads and should be protected at all costs. And Garnacho is taking the number 7 off Mason Mount soon. Nana Lex is from Ebri. We say good morning, Mutala. I think Alejandro Garnacho bicycle kick against Everton would be a serious Puskas contender. Jesse Jones inside Pram Pram. And this one says, Humble Lion is still my subrogate. For the first time this season, I was comfortable in my seat watching a United game. And it was a delight watching too. Listening live inside Medina. We are united till Satan repents. We say, good morning, Max FM. If Haaland should remain at Man City for more than 7 years with this scoring rate, I'm sure he would be able to break Alan Shearer's 260 all-time goals in the Premier League. Mediama did well by not conceding in the first half, but we all knew Mediama would lose against Al Ahly, and I think the scoreline was okay. This is Citizen Kelvin inside Tema Community 1. This one says, good morning, my best sports show ever. Please tell Josiah to be careful with United. Action from MTK. And this one says, good morning, Mutala. We thank God for another new day. And I'm grateful and very happy that Barcelona drew. My team Madrid won. Genuine from Dakuman. And I'll know any message we ever. This one says, Mutala, Dreams FC lost yesterday, but we still believe. Good morning, I am Soa from the Theatre of Dreams in Daewoo. And this one says, Mutala, please, have you watched Michael Olise's goal against Luton Town by Wisdom Makoni inside Adenta News site? This one says, please, Mutala, Mari, Danny Rock. Meanwhile, saying, well, say hi, good morning, Max Sports. Fantastic sports by all standard. Fantastic analysis. Mantiero from Techi Krum. Greetings to Barelina and Bridget. Keep it up, okay? And this one says, good morning, Max Sports. This show is loud and clear. I'm doing the listening inside 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒's house. Alajo, this is Kambu. Okay, Kambu. This one says, Max FM is the best sports station in the nation. Keep up the good work. Mutala, we Manchester United fans want to hear from our president. Wano. And this one says, good morning, Mutala. Newcastle United can never beat every team at St. James's Park. Josiah should just check and analyze his fact before coming to the podium. Newcastle is beaten with 10 against 11 at their own backyard this season. This one says, good morning, Max Sports. In fact, Chelsea was shambolic this weekend. They should bounce back again. And Arsenal game over 1.5 stop me from winning 3,000 GH. It pains me, pa. Please, I want Nanedu's number. I'm a regular listener from Derek Amankona, and I know the way by. This one says, good morning, Mutala and your crew. Do you know in this world, if you leave your fight for God, he will fight for you? Today, Josiah is praising Man United. This is how the world is. You see, now it's been a while since we heard people complaining about Onana. We United fans are calm about the situation. We will surely get there. This one says, okay, I don't know. For me, I am still not convinced about Man United. Please relax about 𝐒𝐈𝐕𝐄. Just one game, one game, and consider the opponent too. Everybody knows how Everton plays, okay? And this one says, good morning, your regular listener. Then Sleep Benjiro inside Tema Newtown. Thank God Almighty for your lives. Keep up the good work you are doing. Greetings to all my lovely friends. And Obubo Munyina in Parliament members, no, or do we say good morning, Mutala and the Max family. I am Tehad Jr. from Tantra Hill. This is my first time I will agree with Josiah, because sometimes you don't need quality players, but players who are hungry and willing to play for a team. And this one says, GM, Josiah make I laugh out this morning. Mutala, if Josiah is saying he's supporting United this week, then we should congratulate the coach and Onana too at the same time, because these two people suffer a lot in his hands. Are not mean pass them. This one says, good morning, Mutala. Real Madrid and 𝐶𝐶 made my weekend successful. It's always boring to see 0-0, 1-0 scoreline, and only investors will understand what I mean. The harmless and I order other way by. This one says, hello, good morning. Please tell Anthony Bebley not to sleep on. Also, that he's left again. Okay. Predict an answer now. Okay. Good morning, family. So then the head of a good doer should never remain in the mud. Kudos and much respect to Connect FM last Saturday for proving our laugh. I'm not getting your message. We see the most pathetic football fans at the weekend was Chelsea fans. After drawing 4-4 with Man City 2 weeks ago, they were all over the place claiming they are back and are title contenders. They even claimed that they had scammed Man City and that they bought Kupama for very cheap at 40 million just because he scored from a penalty spot. They thought Newcastle is Stamford Bridge. Kofi from Kaswa. We say good morning. I am Joel from Tema Matayeko. Please, between Modric and Kevin De Bruyne, I want you to assume De Bruyne plays for Real Madrid and Modric plays for Man City. Who is a better player? We see hey Chelsea 4-1 pa Daniel Oseusu Fadama Presby Church and no anyway by Oseo Mama Telma and ATA. And this one says Mutala Xavi is the problem of Barca. How many times do you want me to say this? Xavi should stop playing Yamal over Rafinha. I am scatter. No the way by. This one says good morning. I'm doing the listening from Lashibi. Hani the messages keep them coming. I'll read them for you. We say respect goes to all Max crew. This is Lipman from Sakumono. Hello, 𝐒𝐈𝐕𝐄 should not think of playing for Ghana because with this GFA, nothing better will come out. United should beat Newcastle this weekend before I come back to support them because I still don't believe in this team. I'm Ajekum from Tantra Hills. Okay, and this one says, good morning, Max. I really love this show. Keep up the good work. Yesterday, Madrid made me proud. Mutala, FIFA should ban Chelsea. How can you people buy players like this and still be losing? Father Hydrogen from Tema. We say, good morning, Max Sports. The Garnacho goal, Chelsea fans will think it's DSTV Pepsi advert. Oh, kudos to you and your crew. One funny day and count. GM Mutala, Mr. Predictor, the odds make 4.0. Okay, I had a see a child by Dreams FC lost to Club African in the CAF Confederation Cup. Mediama also losing to Al Ahly or Yebedi Unkobo plus GPL games are a course in Yebeboso.
Embrace the all-new iMax 32 Android television with advanced modern tech, which gives you an improved viewing experience and unlimited pleasure. The slim, slick television comes with full HD screen with high resolution and wide color gamut. The top-notch picture quality makes your movies and games 5 times clearer. With the latest Android 11 version, enjoy all your favorite Android apps like Netflix, YouTube, Showmax on a click. Watch all your favorite programs non-stop with a sharp focus, balanced contrast, and radiant balance. Take a step into a new world of scenery and fantasy with the new iMax 32 Android television. Available at all Max Buy shops nationwide on online at 1,799 Ghana cedis only. Visit us on www.maxbuy.com.gh or download the Max Buy app on Google Play Store. You can also call on 0596 913 298 or 0544 019 552. iMax Smart Life.
Hello, welcome back from that break. You're still listening to the Sports Park here on Max 89.7 FM. Yeah, the amano ne die na kokugu. Sabre de ye be fie ne de finsem abrel. Match day 12 of the Ghana Premier League course so various venues so ye shall see with the Nations FC defeating Karela by a goal to nil. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, it was a good weekend for them as they came from a goal down to beat Legon Cities 3-1 was Sogakope. Moro and shared the first goal at the Legon Cities in the 27th minute and Sana Sulemana Eka board 2-1 at Mukwala at the Bako Kaumani 2-1 to Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Sana Sunyani Nema Isaac Opon or also at the Bako Kawaka Lions fa eko na najima bedu park eko she duana kaba kwa duana entimi anti heart folk enso trefie ni Brekum Chelsea eko tie 1-1 Brekum Chelsea mpo enedi kan be share the first goal hodom Asian and share sa goal ni mo ansa na Gideon Asante Eboa ete Canada man has in the 71st minute so atamane Heart of Lions game no bi entimi ahya ne nyonko Samatex and Real Tamale United so eko ye goalless obia entimi ahye ne nyo Samatex sorry and Real Tamale United eko ye 2-1 Samatex di nkunim by 2-1. na meka was Asante Kotoko game no omobo wo Sogakope ti hona Kotoko edi nkunim ye game no Kumasi Asante Kotoko assistant coach Okulu Ekasai say kai.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
Back-to-back games. Did you respond to that goal you conceded in the first half?
Yeah, it was a difficult goal to take. But I told the boys, this is nothing. We just have to get going. We just have to get going. And they did that. And during recess too, I will dedicate this win to our boss, Doctor. He's been a marvelous boss so far. Thank him for this opportunity. And I'll thank him also for the pep talk during recess. It has been a wonderful pep talk. It's really inspired the boys and they really push.
Anytime you've gone down in a game this season, you've either lost or drawn. What changed in the second half? Because we saw those 3 substitutions you made. Was that a turning point for you?
Yes. You could see that Legon Cities always attack with their fullbacks. The fullbacks go high. So during recess, we just re-strategized that no, we have to hit them there. And if you can see our goals, it was all from the flanks. So that is it.
Before the game started, I spoke about the fact that you are playing makeshift fullbacks in Justice Blay and also Morrison. But today we saw Nuruddin play at left back. Are you still going to stick with this system going forward?
Of course, it's giving us the results, so there is no need to change.
And for your striker, Mukwala, he's really struggled. Today he was involved in all 3 goals. What do you have to say about him?
Yeah. Last week I said it's a process and we are getting there gradually. I also dedicate this particular match to our supporters for being there with us during hard times. They are marvelous supporters. We really appreciate them.
Oklu assistant coach Eddie Makumasi Asante Kotoko. Pakosi Fabian Eddie Nkuku also Ekasai.
Coach, another home defeat. After taking the lead, you just couldn't hold on. You relinquished the lead and you've lost. What's your general impression about this game?
Well, I think we did well in the first half. I gave them specific instructions in the second half. They came and they were doing different things. And then when you play against a team like Kotoko who have more experience, you get punished, and we got punished.
In the first 20 minutes, it was all Kotoko. After you scored, you came back into the game. But what were you lacking in the second half?
What can I say? Well, but maybe inexperience. Because if you are leading 1-0 and you come in the second half, you need to slow the game down, and that's exactly what I told them. That look, let's hold the ball, let's play, let's slow it down, because Kotoko will come all guns blazing in the second half. So let's hold the ball and hold it and play. But I don't know.
Eti Pakwesi Fabian and Alton and Kano say I don't know. Hearts of Folk at the end also acquire 1-1 against Brecum Chelsea. Hearts assistant coach Papaya Pauno say one ena enhwe team ne so no so ede kakra eto that is coach Abdul Rahim woni yes so ekasa ono so say na wokaye.
Coach, you won here on Tuesday. Today you've dropped point. What's your impression of the game?
Yeah, it was so sad to drop a point here again, but I will congratulate my boys for they really fought and come back very well. But it's rather unfortunate. That wasn't the plan, but it's good. We have some decent chances. Even they were better in the first half, but we took the show in the second half. We have some decent chances to even lead the game, but sometimes that's how football is.
The energy doubled after you went down. You managed to get the equalizer. Do you think you didn't have the best of starts in this game?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Because you see, for me, that's what in the plan, to wait to come in the second half. Because there's a 90 minutes game. We have to start very well and finish very well. So that's my worry. I congratulate my boys for doing so well.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a Hearts of Folk assistant coach Abdul Rahim and Ote Nkano. Said there were games played in the CAF Champions League for the first time in so many years. A team from Ghana played in the CAF Champions League. Results now by and say a Pyramid from Egypt and a Mazembe and a Pimso Mazembe from a Congo, Dr. Congo and a Pimso Pyramids. We need by a goal to nil. Belouizdad from Algeria, many young Africans from Tanzania. Belouizdad young Africans come here sa Timante Simba any Asek Mimosa ebo 1-1 Esperance and so etwa makami enua etwa entimi anti Petro Atletico Angola Al Hilal Oduman makaba kwa Al Hilal entimi anti Al Ali from Egypt womane Mediema from Ghana the prim so Mediema first half no mu kura Al Ali mu second half the kwaji guye Alali eshe mediema kamiensa omo ntimi mu bi with that enso etra homa Joan Galaxy from Botswana betwa omeka baako a omo ntimi Mamelodi Sundowns so chi eye Niadibu from Mauritania etwa omeka miesa omo so ntimi ante ewo honom in the CAF Confederation Cup so matches echo so dodo na ene ebaye eno so say the koye Club African echi eye Dreams FC from Ghana etwa ye ka bienu a yeso ye ntimi ante mu bi Future Stars and Super Sports United akesi the koye 1-0 in favor of a year Super Sports United. Double Noir etra o Stade Malien betwa the kamiesa o team ba akopɛ Rivers United from Nigeria Sochi Academica etwa o kamiesa o montimante Sagrada from Angola enso ehye so eka mienu a o so entimi antimo bi Zamalek echi Abu Salim etwa o ba ko montimante Bekin enso echi Sukuni etwa na eka mienu no so entimante bi saso na USM Oje enso chi Al Hilal from Libya etwa o kamienu a o so entimi anti tiwei ene de ko pie mu wo African continent na ne de epie mu e wo Ghana Premier League ne so na na edu yeah
big teams no I started Chomuchi ebi and team back wa make I say the result no surprising me Joanne for no from Botswana Omo travel Ekwese with dad by 1 goal to 0 and interesting revelations in APP mu every sa game ne mu ba ebi dey share say Joanne for ne buy no Joanne Galaxy for no ebe you do a park no so answer Omo you but this an away game but that is a surprise result I hu here but ye mo team na ba so and oko the way obo ye wo Botswana league ni mo a in recent time I feel say it's all about North African football but kwan am fa so e buy into the game enya 1-0 win in the first half no mo hold ya to say ye about 90 minutes in the win na it should tell you say teams will be prepare for the interclub competition in this episode we idea it should start from day one. How I first was say wonyama. Any kwa about abenya results a wo pe. E wo the interclub competition. Inti mebo obaso. Pyramid, I'm not really surprised because of the kind of investment Amaye in the team in recent times, buying all the best players, fighting big guys when it comes to African football. But I thought say for them to beat TP Mazembe and getting the 3 points, you know, it's a group stage like this, you know, 3 points is very key. And I thought say some of these teams have started well. You more about the result to Munyaye. Esperance de Tunis beating the Tour Desire and Sadayam Mama. But I'm a force say acquire all North African affair, no. And who then never cost so near here we are 2 teams be fighting, but the Esperance team was too good for a Tour Desire to contain. But I thought say it was a good result for Esperance. First game in the group stage they were home, no. Almost many the maximum win in the game come home in the interclub competition. So I think say for those games, you know, those are my few picks. Now on the Ghana teams, Mediama, I was surprised say changes, you know, somehow and the direction of the games. For you to go to Egypt against El Ali, now do about 45 minutes. Now beyond to mean say it means you are doing something right. Mutala. For you to travel, go to Egypt, play El Ali Football Club. Not first 45 minutes, end up in a goalless draw. It means you are doing something right. But eventually, you know, Ali for the better in the second half. And to some extent, imagine the changes are media coach in a year, no. Enyan soon so team no so. I don't know the reason why he was in a hurry to make those changes, but he thought what to hold Elali in the first half there, he could win the game. And then the man, yes, those kind of changes, no, in the second half, but
I'm so easy and vital free nana bibiaji.
It didn't help matters. Per what I was monitoring the way they sequel and Elali wouldn't able first in a advantage. They say Yambo or Omu main stadium at Cairo. Yabo Al Salem Stadium. So the main stadium near Cairo or Honor main stadium or Honano. They didn't play the game there.
Yeah.
So it tells you say, baby Albania a lot of support supporting the home team. That thing was not there. And your capacity at just around 15,000. So it means that was a good side for you against Elali Football Club. But football is a psychological game. No, oh, quite Elali. It's a team say there's a powerhouse when it comes to African football. Into me ko hokwana me konya draw bi kura ma ya de. Into no about 45 minutes now ending in the draw there. You think you are working something well, able to mabwa when you result our pay a free to the aba. But eventually named me in time. And in the second half, they came back. Elali Football Club scoring 3 goals. Among learning on that experience, no more from Brad this Friday game on Mabo against Belouizdad. Because Medi Kaka say group stage there, we see North African teams are their home games. They want to get the maximum 3 points. Inti Fanese we share the most successful club when it comes to world football. Elali. We share when it comes to African football. Why 3 points every one sem. 𝐾𝐂𝐊. You still have 5 games to play in a group. What they guarantee all the home wins. Now out of the 2 games I win. Nyemu baako draw. 10 points you are likely to qualify. So before say Mediema Ome Lusu there, but 𝐾𝐂𝐊. Ali is a powerhouse. I watched how I'm back game the first 11. Unze Pesita across South Africa, don't he? He had only 1 training with Ali.
Yeah.
In terms of game, no one started.
Not yet fully fit.
Not fully fit. One of their best players couldn't even start, but eventually, no.
Ali's Ali. Egypt, so near. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they don't start well, but on the rest of the preparation, the home games, no many opportunity about Ghana. Hano. Touch down in Kumasi, start the preparation well, shape up enthusiasm, let the people come and support you and get the result out open. That is for Mediema Football Club. Dreams. They are the first 20 minutes, not business near Yewi. Club African. The first 20 minutes, not only business. No.
First goal no consider no understandable, but the second one now goalkeeper Solomon Agbasi.
Yeah.
Emma ball spele from the hands and it was a terrible.
There was a man for complaining a lot on social media about that particular goal.
It was a terrible mistake.
Nini some of the experience I got when you enter into the group stage of the interclub competition.
Of course.
Nini some of the experience I got. That is very crucial. So before say losing to Club African and North African side again, and your news, especially when they are playing at home. And found team the bobble on their league log. When it comes to the Confederations Cup and the Champions League, North Africa, they've gotten special taste of the ball. But the good thing is, 2-0 there, Dream City of Mohua. The other team about home no. They can also get at least a win. The most important thing is guarantee your 9 points out of the possible 3 games. That is the most important thing. What drop points at home there? Count yourself out of the Confederations Cup. So you enter the way in the rest of the games are Dream Cells in the Confederations Cup.
Okay.
Yambra League this one
oh, wait to call Yanko.
Mama started with Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
To Kwayako Sugar Coffee.
Odo Kaso Mbeshe
Oh yeah,
o se baby omo bobo no kra emwa Lagos City. Okay, o de okay, o say
imagine here me say 2 wins in a row is good for the Kotoko team.
Okay.
The same lineup, changes in the second half, gradually players are fully fit for the matches ahead of them. For Asante Kotoko. Baby, I'm working on Bako. The midshifter, I'm ball Blay on the right, Morrison on the left. It looks like crosses the Ember 18-yard box. It's really affecting Kalu Watara. But it was a nice game for Stephen Mukwala. Or involved in all the 3 games at Kotoko. 3 goals at Kotoko. I was surprised he didn't win the man of the match. I want to know what's to do. I don't know, man, Mukwala.
I know they say, and you selected you winning man of the match.
What I said, so Mutala, I see improvement in this Kotoko team of the boy. It looks like Sharif Muhammad also the war than the player now started previously, Andrew Sintimenu. The fitness of Richmond Lamptey is crucial for Kotoko in their remaining games. Very influential, very important, a key player to Ogum's side. These are key areas of Kotoko. Imagine some of these players are fully fit and warm games. The same as the time in Mukwala appeking the form. First goal na your own goal through him. Scored the second goal, gave assist to Ajokopong. And if Ajokopong any Aminu are come back to my second half of my performance like this, yeah, almost stay injury free. No more to Kokanko. So 9 senior players, the only team of players on maintain on position are more young guys on batting the moon. Hey, Ansu, Nudin. So it was an important win for them. 2 away wins so far. They got hit and Accra Lions, and that is good for Team Asante Kotoko in their game of Moso Boy against the Goniti. Papo si Fabin. Something is missing from the Goniti team no more. Meaning what is wrong, but
he sounded uninterested.
As will be happy about things going on within the team. In fact, before the start of the game, or can I say on Kotoko games,
yeah, also on this,
and I was surprised. Inti preparation be na call into game na okobodo. Opponent na ni kosia no. Then na who won mu afo say this will be their weakness, this is their strength. So on kwa na wa consider wie. But I feel say Okulu ne Ogum ne mpenimfo attack Kotoko echi no. It's a good result for them. Their next home game is Bekum Chelsea. Even though they are playing the FA Cup tomorrow, their next home game in the Premier League, Bekum Chelsea on Sunday. So 2 wins in a row for Asante Kotoko Football Club, a good result for them. Ebe to my boy, no matter to my fighting and over that year. The good thing is in Swat the man couldn't win. Ebian to me win, Hearts and to me win. So teams now are more home again in their quest to win the Premier League. None of them won during the weekend. That is a good sign for Asante Kotoko.
Okay.
Ade ba kwa me hu ha still ni mu a en work more but coach ni ko twa mo hu na ma fa na the same thing. Two top. When Hamza and Kashala able together, omo mi adu ni struggle. Meaning na me kwa na me hu sa de we ya. But when one is not there, not a Hamza na e ba or explore more up front. Meaning the reason why Tijani stand by to play Hamza and Kashara almost up front again for House of Folk. Di Maria Kakari operating from the left and the right side respectively. Now, Amponsa, Ebepe, Utanga. So before say, Opasa what you are there in the Premier League, start winning home games. Last week game there was away game for them.
Yeah.
Against Accra Lions, no away game. And dropping some of these points away home. But Ninian came for no. 5 games continuous. Bekum Chelsea in Lusuye. 4 wins, 1 draw yesterday. It means almost one of 4 beer. Premier League, no?
Yeah.
And it's a good thing for Bekum Chelsea. Amankona doing well, Mezak doing well, and the attacker Mefra who is scoring goals a lot nowadays for them is also doing well. So before that, for them to travel and come to Accra and get a draw against Atofo, it's good for Rekum Chelsea.
Okay.
Now me share Premier League nimu. When we say Accra Lions, it be not to me show more than since they join the Premier League.
Aduana Bre against Lions. Me kai say maybe omukonya draw bi kwa wo ho. Very surprising draw. Now Aduana show bia.
Yeah.
I think that was last season.
Yeah. Amma sa ko hobium this time last minute Amma pick win. Who say omu lose 2-1 to House of Folk no. Na Ibrahim Tanko ya surprise kaka boy. Things say na the team no. Players mu free injury ba no e be sem ma team na ho de na koso.
Yeah.
Aduana were one of form bia. They've won all their games in Doma. Drop Rambe. All of a sudden, Accra Lions went to travel. Akodoma, Akopeke the massive bomb win in their game against them. Remember Ibrahim Tanko team Nabaso. Yeah. Then when all these players are more important, the man are fully fit, it could help them. It could help them. And I first say that win is a good result for them. It's what the man almost surprising me.
Goalless no.
My name Adiasi say week they see what Sunyani Nyan Sunsanso was so their bank one part then ka home there.
Oh, na say Lions nim draw bo. Who's the Lions?
Found House of Lions.
Yeah.
But then omo nye team na me force me to make konya draw.
No, Lions on him draw bo.
There's what they hono across Samatta so. Omo Samatta now this time no go home there, don't go there.
Oh, Lions nim draw bo.
But Lions omo turn distance into wins. No mo to win first win in the Ghana Premier League. And so it doesn't look good for them.
Okay.
And of course Samatta Amadou Nubi still doing the wonders. Scoring 2 goals in the first, and later on out to you better 1 goal. A good result for them in the Ghana Premier League. And I think say Samatta so almost amass a lot of points. Very, very difficult to leave the Premier League and go to Division 1. And I first say almost idea in the Premier League. Mutala.
Okay, me that say Nanedu Josiah Febika on idea can informate you for it.
Mutala.
Yeah.
I don't know, say Yembo ye 2 teams or more call North Africa no Abaso and I say we need to. I just don't know how to go about it because going into those 2 games, Mediama playing against Al Ahly and also Dreams FC Omokobo Club African. We all knew say 2 fixtures now would be very, very tough for them. Especially looking at the fact that these 2 teams have never played in those 2 competitions before. And seeing Nana Mediama traveling to Egypt to play Al Ahly. Now, people were even predicting 5. You know, now Ebumukra is a baptism. That's why I'm struggling to make a stand as to if they are supposed to be congratulated despite losing, or we should just wish them better luck next time. Because I think we're on our way back from the trip on Saturday in Ray. And now Obie Waka now was interested in that Mediama game. In Tikakra, you know, everyone was asking for update. The first half ended 0-0. And if he's a C, Mediama were only 45 minutes away from what? Pulling a shocking draw over Egypt. And then I think after the hour mark, Oshe changes our coach na or the pesita mu ebemu. Then I believe that was when the whole thing started. Our Mediama considered 3 goals before the end of 90 minutes. But then, if the first 60 minutes of that game is anything to go by, Mutala, I think that they did a good job. But then, you see, I was just thinking, see, they could have even done better, especially with regards to our confidence on the Kobo game. No? Because as at the 70th minute in that game, Mediama end completing more than 100 passes. Mutala. As at the 70th minute in the game, Mediama were yet to complete 100 passes. And Oshe possession in Poa. Al Ahly had 74% of the ball compared to Mediama's 26.
Yeah.
So it means it looks like the game plan was just to what?
Contain
to go
them.
there, contain them, defend, and try to get a point.
At least 1 point.
And I feel to some extent, that is what leaves me a bit disappointed. Because Oshe 3 away games are made about a boy. Club African won their game by 3-0.
Yeah.
Mutala.
No, not Club African.
Sorry, Belouizdad. Belouizdad won by 3-0. Mutala, all these teams are top sides. Because see, neither of these teams will come to Ghana here and play for a point.
They'll come for a win.
They'll come for a win.
So Belouizdad never next.
Yes, Belouizdad they about Friday. But then Omon Baha and Beka says, see, we are coming to defend for what? A point. So I think that is the aspect of Omo game. I will say, Coach Ivan Sadote getting Ensesa. See, if they had taken the game to Al Ahly, if they had taken that risk, something could have what? Come out of it. What if Felix Shea was my man of the match in the game?
Yeah.
Because he put close to 10 saves in that match. And Osha, on the day, Jonathan Sowa was just what? He was just left out of the game. Because for your team to average 26%,
There was a mere passenger.
as a board, you see, and these teams, when you show them too much respect, Mutala, they will hurt you. Honestly, after the first 60 minutes, see, you've been able to contain them. But don't forget to say, see, in football, without the ball, you do a lot than with the ball.
Yeah, you get tired more.
You get tired a lot.
Because you'll be chasing shadows.
It is if this is going to be the game plan for Mediama, going to all these what? Away grounds are a bad 26%. No, they could have done better. It's America say, yes, the expectation is maybe not Al Ahly Akosho Mbebri. Maybe 5 or we, because in recent times here we teams of North Africa and Yamom. They come back with humiliating what? Defeat. But then there are 5 more games to play. And now all eyes will be on that next game against Belouizdad at home.
A very important game.
Are they going to return the favor? What are they? How are they going to set up? You see, and Mutala, this also leaves me to question why our teams, Mutala, sometimes do not try to bring in a lot of what? Foreign players.
Scanaway.
No, but it's what I'm saying, it's very, very important too.
Oh no, you if you have the finances. Now say Al Ahly Kita, is it Modeste?
Modeste from who is the French?
Anthony Modeste.
Pesitao. They have Dien. They have one Dien from Mali.
Yes,
they have Ali Dien. So they have is it Ali Malul is also there?
Malul from
Ali, Tunisia.
Is it Morocco or Tunisia?
Tunisia. Ali Malul so omo other like players are omo here expatriate.
Pesitao edging $100,000 every month.
Omo expatriate to team no.
Now Ghana Premier League
you see
how many 100,000
you see that what I want to say is
no, it's about the finance.
We shouldn't be content with the fact that you drew money zone no. Into N1 no. See we can do better. Because the last time Chelsea went, we also saw how good they played. They won all their home games. They won, I think, 3 of those games of home. And I think Mediama can also do better. Yes, it's Al Ahly. They are giants in Africa. You see, but then Ubo say and the next game because the players it will be very, very difficult to side them out of what? That mood. So we are just hoping that things can change a bit. Because everyone, Ghanaians will be watching that game against Belouizdad to see how they can what? They will fare in that game. At least there should be some variation of tactics in the game. Because to play 70 minutes and not even complete more than 100 passes, it was shocking for me. As defending league champions, it was very shocking for me. Dreams FC on the other hand, in the first 20 minutes, no more conceding me, and we were thinking, see, it was just going to be something else. Me if he said massacre, but then they were after conceding the 2, I don't know, say 2 now conceding had to be a wake-up call for them. Because how the goals came, Mutala, you'll be thinking, say, hey, now first 20 minutes I conceded 2 idiot.
Floodgates.
Yeah. But then I thought, say, and Omni medium way now, scoreline now, what was say, we will consider late.
Yeah.
But then they considered more. But they rather considered very early and they were able to keep their shape.
Yeah.
That's why the fact that Jalulu was shown a red card. In the 60th minute there, about. So it's not the worst of performances, no. It's not the worst of performances we've seen from these 2 clubs. But then what we are saying is they can up their game. And you see level of African football now could do. See, Mutala, if you are not a regular in these competitions, when you play in them, Mutala Obre, you played Mediama played against the defending champions. They played against 11-time what? Champions League winners.
Yeah.
So you should know that the quality is still there. And this team has been playing there, see, year in, year out. Every year, so it wouldn't come that easy. But then I think that Friday game would be crucial. Our next home games would be very, very key for both of these teams. Mutala to the Ghana Premier League. Asante Kotoko. They've recorded another back-to-back win. Okay, I said the last time they did that was when they won the Lions game, Ediana at home.
And they went 5.
Yeah, without a win. Now they've recorded yet another one back-to-back. Mediama at home. And now Legon Cities. Now, after the game, if you are listening to Coach Pakwesi Fabiana, you can ultimately the frustration in his voice after the game. Saying said he doesn't understand why the players will not stick to what? Simple instructions. And on the day after they got the first goal, see, they were arguably the better side. Only said they could have doubled their lead if not for Nuruddin's goal line clearance.
Of course.
So second ball now Nuruddin clear line.
Timely clearance.
If not for that, they would have been 2 down, and that would have been even more difficult for them.
Yeah.
But then Mutala, let's give credit to Kotoko. Coach David Oklu. Because Oshe, the way only players next year, in the absence of Coach Prosper Ogun, you would ask, this was the same coach who was at Hearts of Oak last season. Because even after Kotoko went down, second half, neighbor Shasi, and the response from him, bringing on Peter Aqua, Isaac Opong, and also Baba Yaya. Oyi says a film, Oyi in Fege so a film. And Ouattara. See, I think that was the turning point for Kotoko. That was where they won the game tactically. Because Baba Yaya, Isaac Opong, and Aqua speed on with the ball game to add up to what Mukwala already has. Mutala, there was no way Legon Cities were going to stop them. And on the day, you look at the system now more Bono. If it was 3-2-2-3-0, you wouldn't understand. And you see, that's what you get when you have quality in your team.
Yeah.
And it looks like they are making it count. The quality they have in their team. Because Echeo Obesha, not as a Ensu, Riansu Penana center back, he played Justice Blay and he also played Nuruddin at left back. It will be a nanko no better defense no quiet you can say Mo Sheriff. Onunkwa ne Omanu Wabeden Wabeka home. But even after they went down, you could see clearly they just stuck to the 3-back system. And on the day, Mukwala and Richmond Lamptey, Mutala. And you saw that pass now the map where you can say Mukwala no. Just split the defense of Legon Cities. And sometimes when players like Mukwala last season only more than 10 goals in the league, when they are struggling, you ask yourself, say, what is happening to the player? Because this is a player whose quality is not in doubt. You know that the player has a quality. But then sometimes it happens in football. Players struggle to get goals. And even after Shea, just look at how elated the teammates were. After he scored that goal, just Shasina no Munyaji. I think that it's a good win for Kotoko. They go into the next game, see, with high spirit. They go into the next game knowing that we still have to what? Continue with what? The streak.
Okay.
Because they say Usha first, 51st. Eba almost 9th. 5 point difference.
Yeah, points in the bang.
Especially after Accra Lions.
Akunya win
with Indiana, which is still shocking. And I said, see, that was my match of the weekend. Accra Lions getting a win at Indiana. And this Indiana team, Mutala, they are scoring goals at home.
Yeah.
And there's this one guy, Mutala, I think Ghanaians haven't really seen him. Ali Mohammed. The Lions centre back. Number 4. Mutala, this guy is the guy to watch.
Okay.
Because reports I heard say, see, the league top scorer, he just shut him. Or you need to get Mukra. Isaac Minta.
Okay.
He was nowhere in the game. And you see, after that loss to Hearts of Oak, Ibrahim Tanko says, he said, see,
he feels the side were the
better side. And even on the day, the kind of football, see, if you don't fall in love with this Heart of Accra Lions team, then you don't understand football. Even against Hearts of Oak, they left Hearts of Oak chasing shadows.
Now, see, as you're born in the effort, results.
But they are getting the results. And you own him. And I know, but that's why I dream. Let me say, team way, echo, medium, Yentiman channel, or could break Chelsea. Brekum Chelsea into channel. Bofo channel. Wako Diana, Wako Jiwin Woho. Even BBNE, Wakobo draw. So, even the most difficult ground in the league, they are still unbeaten there. So far, home losses now about Accra Sports Stadium.
Yeah.
And I asked Ibrahim Tanko if they are struggling to play there. And he says sometimes they struggle to play there. But then when they go outside, they play comfortably. But I also they are playing some good football. Yesterday, Hearts of Oak.
You are at the stadium.
Yeah, I was there.
You are in commentary position. At the end of
I think see, there's something that is wrong with them and they need to address it.
Which is?
Concentration.
With
drops, see, at any time when you don't expect. Shall go near the show. A quick freak, a corner kick.
Yeah.
And as I know, be age now, no money me. Asian. Emmanuel Kofi Essien.
But with the angle, I thought you could have done better.
It was a close angle, very, very tight angle. Unless maybe you try to narrow them. And you see, because they were not expecting it, no one did anything to stop him.
Okay.
Because they were not expecting, because corner back, at least you should see someone trying to organize what? Liverpool for the share, Barca in the Champions. It looked like a similar thing.
Yeah.
Corner now, you expect someone to be watching the ball. They were just caught and see, they were just standing. But then one thing I need to commend them for was the spirit they showed after they went down. They could have won the game. Kashala had a chance on also ball to Chineye. But then I'm beginning to feel, you see, the connection between Kashala and Issa is gradually coming. Because both players, despite Oshe Issa, no one share and you see, that gives Hearts of Oak another what? Angle, another perspective or dimension to their game. Because Oshe 2 players went up. You wonder why they still float balls to them. But anytime Omunya area duel, call for area duel, they win it.
Okay.
So I think that those 2 players should just stick together. Because yesterday, Issa is playing from the wide. But then Sego Odemba, that's where he goes direct with Issa and Kashala up front.
Okay.
So I think it's not a bad draw for them. But then Oshe themselves, maybe that the first position is just 5 points. And it's early days. They just need to work hard and they will come good.
Okay, Josiah Okoko is out in Kanahani, the BC Natchez at the Academy, the Ameti for no more payment. It's also to my friend watch Wadri one, Samaya Bro, swinging on. Hearts of Oak drawing, Kotoko winning, Mediama Dreams FC, Ekolusu, Africa, Mobefi. What do you think about all that? 0201825252 and 0579300025. Hello, good morning, Udini Baby Akase Free.
Hello, good morning, Mutala.
Yes, boss, Udini Baby Akase Free.
I'm personally Daniel, first life.
Yanko boss.
But when you need time, better before senior Tony Baby about for Saturday, but 1 match in a disappointing and intermediate. It has to be near for me and about it. They share a burn bar. Fiorentina name Milan go 1.5. I'm playing. I'm about just one group. And then I say me game. The engineer on Kwama. I know what chairman.
I say,
and I feel so. I talk about win. And I made my name. James, you know, Obia can say because we get things to Ghana standard. So near person can compare the private careful party and name way. Yeah, one by the next one or my room.
Okay, yes, so yeah, that's it. 0201825252. Hello, good morning, Udini baby akase free. 0579300025 with my friend and so. Hello, good morning, Udini baby akase free.
Good morning, Mutala.
Yes, boss, Udini baby akase free.
I know the best of it.
I know you're calling 10 times so.
Movement, I know I'm for more, no, seafood now. And the premier, I'm divided. You say, I'm a master. The time of my solicitor says that was blasting and medium. And I think and on the crowd, that's good sportsmanship. The time is a good analysis. And the way I come back, I didn't know I can't. I don't know the woman in that. I think that's for the level. We are not working that. I think every coach improved. I do I was suspecting a man could hear my. And I think what about this? So then we are really good. One down, we got down. You need to tell the coach in the that's what the other channel. You know, yes. And I said 3 goals, you know. I think boy, I want to go in that that's the client for I am just support to him. And I dream so. I found, you know, all my idea to me, all my idea, maybe my idea. Not for money, you know. What I do, not for what I know. No money again, that's the kind. But all my idea, the more my battle. Nadia can almost make it more the chance is that Nadia has done for you. And it was never now.
Okay, I know that's it from me. Pass 0201825252. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Good morning.
Yes, boss. Udini baby akase free. Yeah, call the boss.
But I think with the Martin, the come out director. And I see as a plan, now we can wear man for the games. You can fine. Maybe 12 Saturday this Sunday. We can hear man for the you. I let the coffee and the pass. You to us. I'm just looking at the media account. And so I don't know.
Okay, yes, so yeah, that's it. Hello, Udin. Any baby akase free?
I can consider to come.
Yeah, calling 10 times, boss. Bye, yeah, that's it. Oh, honor, until submit my friend out of the Abba. Hello, good morning, Udini baby akase free.
My friend Samuel Cassifi a Tampram.
Young boss.
Oh, Master from Moyaje.
That's it.
Timosana Masoli. I have Tony Bebri or many predictions now. Because what are 2 or so intimation, no Mangamete.
Okay, but you are, you are only Dinkomo.
Pacho Mate, Miss Remopa.
If our number fire WhatsApp line no now your producers in email 0506 367 196 or number 2 I be Tony Bebli. Pacho say 0506 367 0506 367 367 196
196.
Yes.
Okay. 196.
But I don't know. Inti ebe maune na kasa iwia. Okay. 0201825252. Hello. Good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Yo, Mutala Miami this.
Okay, Miami. What's up?
Yo, cool, bro.
Yeah, Mogwe.
I say the Chelsea game. Pochettino, like that man is calm. He's very calm. You see 𝐒𝐏𝐿𝐴. Like they feel direct the game from the back. If Thiago Silva and by their feet, they can get the ball. They know they feel play the ball through the middle. Then they feel hold the ball for a long time. That was the reason why Newcastle should be because Newcastle they play with like 2 young boys. Then they tell you Newcastle be stronger than Chelsea. Why? This man is like you for second, bro.
Okay, well, yeah. 0201825252 and 0579300025. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free. Hello. Wait a minute now. So 0550055522 0579300025 0201825252 and then it lines in the free and hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Good morning, akase free Spinter FM Douglas.
Doggy yankwe.
Yo, kotoko ball na meka kakra. Kotoko said they walk a park and about a man for shed up for me in corn. The park in a ball, Momo Bobo, passes in a court through. Who said, Ombo Kumasi Park in Tom Timin passing my boy to go through Nadia and park in a ball by a dog as far as some really Namaste.
Yes, yeah, that's also do the about 0201825252 and 0579300025 0550 Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Good morning.
Yes, boss. Udini baby akase free.
We're Fabu. Kutima.
Fabu yangoe.
Well, I'm about meeting Kotoko Abaso. Study Umuti we need to away in the ache. Now, I maybe I'm imagining South, you know.
Dear Omoba no Chrome Hana, dear, penny4 𝐾𝐂𝐂𝐊 it's Friday. Before Friday, you have more update on that. But the initial patenta crema. So I give I'm sure you with TV so I share. Anne. Okay, my penny for to 2 ho Edim Jumanti, Repemoni Eddie Bibia Bebro, yet I saw Honometi 0201825252 and 0579300025. Wait my friend 0550 055522 and so now maybe Amao Honum, yes, Tony number, okay, Yedebama Honum. Hello, good morning, Udini, baby, I can free.
Good afternoon, good morning.
Yes, Bacha Yankwe.
Mutala, on say, Simbole Bon, Gara type, the Cassindi say, Kotokori house. So Mulu Sumu Achino Moko Dama, and my football and Koso. Now, Minia and may pass them. By some year house in Yadi, and a Kotoko, Avinian, something annoying. Kotokuvinian annoying. 80 be a near making sure they had me Kotoko. At least somewhere in the clan, obviously about drop. Who said Tamakotoko, you not Kotoko, may pass them, you may main person, I know main person pen every. And Kotoko, really a Kotoko for one every. It's almost a pipe or anti Kotoko for it, you know, which in the Koso. I have to focus not Ghana football, yet to me, and you're a Hunian Koso. The chair no main person, Yakupombo, need to compare.
And that's it. I mean, sure, also. Hello, good morning, Udini, baby, I can free.
Yes, Steven, the Catafra.
Sibo Yankwe. Yeah.
Because they have any last match to a classroom team. In fact, and when the SA, the league no so much. Emma, what big thing of football? Yeah, witness. I mean, we should have much money. The league things in fact. We should raise the standard because it's very poor, very poor.
Okay, that's it. 0201825252. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Good morning. I am the ambulance in Mutala.
Our voice will form kakrama on so kakrama mini and content so. Hello?
Anyway, Madrid or this weekend.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, me ton kapa. Me se ma oneso kakra ma me.
Unso bi se no me se war. Me support sa me se ya
Mate, mate. Obema me unua ba me wale no. Why? Modiamo. Hello, good morning. Udini baby akase free.
Yeah, good morning. Someone kaka do because that's it man.
Yeah, nko so yeah me last caller.
Okay. But the line we you say a blepa, but I will work on first alpha.
So they hang. Okay. I am a line. I busy kakrantia.
Mutala, one was said, I can't have a phone. Simino, one of that who comes, the car who comes there, Simina, limping Timo, wouldn't die. You pay for more, no. Musubi, that was the better deal with the baby on our about Vagano. What is number by no Nanya, but moving for the mother to walk. Let's see the poor man. After both was brought now, no, only here, let us say, they want to be there. I don't begin my fast, begin my wire, but what wants to keep better from a sentence, set up. What me, I hear him, so good here, I just don't. I am a yapa, wait to see a leg in the poor man. Almost a year because then I leg in the airport. I mean, Ghana, then I person young airport. I mean, look, you're like them quickly. But I say,
yes, that's it. Josiah Kunkuna met you. Obieni so. Oh, honor, minty. It's me, fuck, and I am for back on cow. Okay, hello.
Hello.
About your dinner, baby, I can say free.
Mutala Benji.
I can make pons with Josiah Semin Found County 30 seconds penny encore.
Mutala me paucho. I have prediction. I have woman. Yeah, indeed. Intimate slow. After so meeting protocol. It's when you win. I'm on to my winning in Koso. Now, so yen means I now so I'm what they say.
Okay, yes, that's ya near the best to me for course the be monka Josiah by Sasson and Dubai, me the Mutala Yakubu, me tremo the man and other quadjesi, Tony Bebley, and a boy Chidon producing the show. Achna, yes, and she and the yen of fair from 9 AM to 12 PM. Yamaka on your city. We meet again.